Hello and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host Jason, and these are the same three infiltrators that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan, Belladonna, Catfolk Wizard, played by Char.
Hello. We have a plan this time, but I don't know if it'll work. We'll find
You had a
out.
plan last time.
No, not really.
In the bottom middle, we've got Tullios Couldarn, Martial Fighter, played by Will.
Yeah, at least it's not the concept of a plan. It's something.
And in the bottom right, Mastermind Extraordinaire, Felix Milos, played by Alex.
The mastermind is how quickly I decided it's time to run away.
All right, and without further ado, I guess this episode is sponsored by The Hidden Truth. Ooh. I think we've had this one before. It's a little wizardy guy. I can't get him to focus, but there we go, kind of. A little wizard guy pointing at a book and pointing up, and his finger's on fire. Isn't that cool? And let's see, The Hidden Truth.
Is the book on fire?
No, the book's not on. Oh, no. That's just like a bookmark, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to see, but it's kind of at a weird angle. It's like dangled over the page.
Where this book was marked before.
The Hidden Truth is a good hero power. Triggers when you're about to cast a spell, and it actually heightens the rank of the spell.
Why
That's
not?
good.
Little free heightening for you. All right, so last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their escape from the Blessed Maiden Hospice, successfully causing enough of a distraction to allow their friend Felix to escape invisibly into the evening streets. After regrouping, you reconsidered your plan and tried to find perhaps other angles of attack or angles of investigation. You decided to look into a particular loose thread that you hadn't considered fully before. All the way back in the days of All the World's Meat, the butcher shop that was being run by Varric van Kaskerkin and his goons, you recall that he had a mysterious girlfriend who maybe seems to have some ties to the Arcona family. And you know that the Blessed Maiden warehouse was at least at one point owned by the Arconas, so could there be some kind of connection there? And it certainly seems like the girlfriend in question is one Malia, who is the sister of Glorio Arcona, the current head of the house. But you weren't able to confirm that for sure. All you got is the name Mel from multiple people. But barring that, you decided to do a little bit more investigating of the Blessed Maiden, and indeed, you had your little companion. Why am I blanking on his name currently? I don't have his face in front of me. Majenko. There we go. Majenko. You had little Majenko go do some invisible reconnaissance up on the top floor, peeking in some windows, and you managed to see Dr. Reiner Davalos, the head of the Queen's Physicians, seemingly busy studying or working in his office rather late in the evening. And you also saw in a different room upstairs a whole bunch of people straitjacketed to their beds and unconscious. And strangely, none of those people seem to have the blood fail. So why are they being operated on? What's going on here exactly? And I believe that's basically where we left off. You regrouped with Majenko and were discussing what he saw. I actually don't 100% remember where we finish, but I think that's where we were.
Sounds correct to me.
And yes, looks like it. Normally I try to leave on a more of a heavy cliffhanger so I remember without having to look back at my notes. But yeah, I guess the floor is yours. What would you guys like to do? It is currently Callistril the 28th, a Sunday. And it is late in the evening. It's like 8:30.
Well,
We don't know what Ruin looks like, do we?
What?
What Ruin Mirakova looks like? We don't actually know what he... Well, wait.
Felix
I-
definitely does, and I definitely do.
Yeah, I have both like knowledge of him as a famous artist and from the object reading. I saw him from the point of view of his instrument.
Did you happen to see him upstairs by chance? Then, Regan?
That would be Regan.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Okay, so he was...
Yeah, you don't recall seeing him. And for the player's recollection, those who would know what he looks like, here's what he looks like. He's got kind of... I don't know how to... I am so bad at describing people. But handsome young man, wavy, dark brown hair, piercing steel eyes.
Sharp, angular nose. Strong chin.
Yeah.
And a resting grump face.
Resting grump face. Yeah, seriously.
Not unattractive.
Not unattractive or off-putting, but
Yeah, just
very
obviously not
intense.
here for anything but business.
A very serious artist.
I think that's maybe more from the perspective of the what's going on in the adventure and not his day-to-day
No.
look.
Oh.
This is the portraitist just capturing his inner essence and bringing it forward. That's all.
Well, he's having a very stern time. So.
Yes. Having a stern time. Having a stern time.
I also know nobody wants to poison, but I do have a poison. If
Who
anyone
said
was
nobody wants to
curious.
poison?
Oh, were you there when Alex and I decided not to poison them?
I may not have gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying...
I was like,
No.
I want to poison them, but I don't think it'll work out that well. And I think we decided it
So,
wasn't worth the time.
There's some off-stream chatter has been occurring without me, so I don't even know what they're talking about, chat.
We were going through possibilities and just decided that attempting to poison everyone who was like working in the hospice is probably logistically too complicated.
But I am saying that we could do targeted poisonings if we wanted to or needed to. And I'm not opposed to this inherently.
Yeah, if
Assuming
they're
they
like
deserve it,
running off,
like-
just
Let's not poison the people who are not dying, and ideally not the people who are dying unless it's like
oh,
actually
that's a
helping
good
them die
question.
faster.
Do you care if we kill patients? Does anyone's character, for some reason,
Define
unable-
patient here, because again,
Like- the sick people in the bottom and the possibly not sick people up top, if we were to accidentally kill some of them, would characters be trying not to do that to the best of their ability?
Tully would not want to hurt innocents.
You generally
as far
don't
as he's
harm the
aware.
customer as a rule, just as a like blanket
Yes.
rule.
It would not be intentional.
But if it happened,
You get the impression that Tully isn't against putting somebody out of their misery if need be. So an argument could be made for those actively dying of blood veil that helping them pass faster is acceptable.
okay.
You don't get the impression he'd be okay with the people who seem to be okay getting harmed any more than they already have been.
Right, that's kind of the wavelength that I'm on as well, and Regan is on. Is like the people at the bottom are probably going to die.
Like, let's not actively do it,
Top.
but if
Yeah.
something happens, just make it quick and painless so that we're actually doing something good for them and not,
You
making
don't
their
have
bad
them
any
like
worse.
roasting in the background. And you're like,
Yeah.
That's
To give a
fine.
concrete example, burning the entire building down, bad
Would-
No.
move.
Yes.
okay.
That's
So we would
right.
have serious qualms with that for multiple reasons. So,
Oh yeah, I'm a firefighter. This is unsafe.
for multiple reasons, that would be a bad choice. So, let's not do that.
That's
But
got to
yeah,
be like an anathema, right?
pretty sure it is, in fact, one of his anathema. Definitely one of his edicts is to make sure to extinguish fires when able to.
I just want to be on the same page of like what's all right and what is like this. Stop doing this.
I think honestly our goal is to try to catch the building with the minimum number of people in it, because it both makes the problem easier and it reduces the number of incidental casualties.
Just trying to be a sneaky and not loud. And not poisoning them, I guess.
You sound so disappointed.
You know, I thought it was a good plan originally. The more I think about it, the harder it is to implement, but it would be really funny if it worked. I think that's where I'm at. Because it doesn't kill them.
It just knocks them unconscious for a while.
Yeah. Lethargy poison is...
I think the practical problem is that we just don't know where they're getting their food from. So, like, poisoning their food supply has knowledge problems aside
Was it not
from...
the big cauldron?
So where does the food just doesn't come out of cauldrons magically?
But it had...
It goes like the food goes into the cauldron, then it comes out of the cauldron and it's cooked.
And you pour the poison into the cauldron.
So how do you get the poison in the cauldron?
That's the part that was hard. You invisibly... Is it considered a hostile action to pour poison into a cauldron, Jason? There's the question.
It's a serious question.
I will say no.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Invisibility. Majenko carries it in, pours it in. Then they go to sleep with a... What do they have to beat? An 18? Oh, I have
My
to
real worry is that... Actually, I have two worries. Number one, it is an incapacitation effect. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually increase their success if they are above the level of the effect. Equal to or above the level of the effect. And the second issue is, for those who are unaffected, they may notice that their comrades are falling ill, and then might start to...
They have physicians in them.
Who are
It's like
also
falling ill in a hospital.
out on them. Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
though that would raise suspicions that may call more upon us.
Mhm.
In the most ideal sense, if they're at least slowed down or something, they might give us some more time, but...
I forgot about incapacitation.
Yes, unfortunately.
That's okay. I think that was a real... Like, if we had no other plan, that's the plan I would whip out. But we do have a plan, kind of.
Yes, that's plan C?
Z. Oh,
Z. Z.
plan F. Yeah.
That's
We might get there. We might go
We
through
may.
all our plans and be like, well, sure.
But... do we need more information?
I do think that we both need information and supplies
Yes.
to actuate the plan that we have workshopped in the past hour. So yeah, let's go shopping.
At 8:30 at night?
And it's probably tomorrow shopping.
Okay, fair enough.
I can skip to the next day if you want.
But we might actually want to use this evening for further reconnaissance gathering.
Oh,
in that,
yes, actually.
like, one of the pieces of information we need to get is at approximately what time of night does the upstairs become less populated? Because Majenko's like information gathering happened at between 8 and 8:30 p.m. and people were very much still up there working. So I think if you are up for it, that Majenko may need to make another mission in a couple of hours.
Yes.
Can I go for a walk around the block, or at least try to remember the housing nearby, if any of the roofs were approximately at the level of the windows? That Majenko-
if any of the roofs were at that level, yes. There's
nearby. Across the street.
at the houses. So there's the warehouse. Let me check this map view. There's this warehouse to the east, northeast. That one's slightly shorter than the hospice, and it has a kind of flat roof. So Jenko could hide there. There are trees right next to the hospice that could be hidden in that go up pretty high, and yeah, I mean, there's most of the buildings on the opposite side of the street are like 2 floors. So the Blessed Maiden is actually one of the bigger buildings right here, within these couple of blocks. But the roofs of these buildings across the street, would I guess they wouldn't see into the windows because all the windows happen to be on the south and east sides, while across the street is to the west. And the buildings to the south here, these smaller warehouses, are definitely not as big as the Blessed Maiden.
So
these are kind of like 1 floor.
Would probably be best, or perhaps on the warehouse, or maybe one of the houses across the street, but that might be a bit too far. How's Majenko's eyesight? He can see in the dark?
Yes, dark vision. Yes.
Great.
He can see just
Does
fine.
he mind hanging out? I can also stick
There's
around.
my little guy. There he is. Well, he certainly doesn't mind.
You better not mind.
Oh my god. Well, now he does. If he's being helpful, he doesn't mind. If you
No,
make
I was
him,
going-
if
I
you're
was going
making him,
for if we didn't want to have him doing that, I can stay here and watch.
Yeah.
But
he can like, what is it? Nest. Build a little nest. I don't know if they build nests. I guess he's not a bird.
Yeah, they do sometimes build little nests, being dragonlings. I think dragons build layers that are kind of like nests, but with gold and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, oh, a little nest. Are they sometimes like pests that they'll build a nest in like your roof, and then you have to be like with a broom try and get them out,
get off.
like a dove?
Not quite, because house drakes in Corvosa are considered kind of like a good luck charm.
Oh.
Because they will fight imps and eat like rodents and stuff. People will often like pay house drakes in silver because they love silver, and they eat it to help produce their silver breath. So yeah, I think there's like superstitions in real life around like if swallows nest on your house, that's a sign of good luck too, and you're not supposed to disturb them. Same basic thing with a house drake nest. You'd rather not have the house drakes irritated at you, and they are quite helpful to just have around. So most people would try to just generally be nice to a house drake if it's nesting nearby.
Okay, so it would be like a decent enough cover to be like, I'm building a little nest here.
Yeah, you think so?
Okay. Yeah, he could go float around there. And I would
Even
wait.
not coming
Well, he
easy
was
going.
invisible when I was doing it. But yeah, sending him over to tell me about the comings and goings, or if anybody, specifically if like the head doctor leaves at any point, or if he just sleeps on his floor for all we know.
It's possible. Annoying if he does, but it's possible. Reiner Devilis.
I'm sure I don't have to send
Yep, I
anything
could do
before-
that.
Yeah, that would be helpful. I can check in once because I still have another familiar's face, but just come back in. What time, like, did you guys want to do it? Like, after we don't have a clock, but like after midnight,
Yeah.
more deep into
Very early
the-
morning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think of this as an after midnight sort of thing, where that's both when we'd be interested in knowing the number of people and when we ourselves are likely to visit on a future evening.
What time is it? Do you want to just wait around and I'll send him off to build his nest?
Oh, I mean, we're not going tonight, are we?
Oh, we're not going, but just having him
just-
tell us if they were coming and going.
Oh,
and...
sure, yeah. We can
Yeah,
hang out
he's
for a
not
little
going to
while.
do anything.
Yeah, you can have Majenko go do that recon for you. And yeah, you don't have to be sticking around for that. You can come back to the Script and Scrimshaw early tomorrow and tell you what he found out.
So like, let us know if anyone leaves, anyone comes in, if the main doctor who is in that room leaves at any point. Because we're, in particular, looking for a time where there might not be as many guards or doctors there, if a time exists.
Okay.
Then I guess I go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
leaves
we're-
the other two of you.
Gonna head back. I think the plan actually, Reagan, did you still want to work on that board tonight?
My board? My Charlie board?
Yes.
Oh yes, I've been working on my Charlie board.
Felix,
She'll go
you're
back
welcome
and
to
work
come
on her
work with that
Charlie board.
with us if you want, but I don't know if you have business to attend to.
I think trying to piece together the conspiracy at hand is something I would love to join in on, because whomever is doing this is a special kind of evil.
Oh, well, I'll just come back to the Script and Scrimshaw then and spend the night there if we're gonna make our cool board.
Yeah. Sure.
You
All
can
right.
totally take a wall of my office and turn it into your Charlie board.
And she does. It's big.
So, he spends
Wow.
the night at the Script and Scrimshaw. Hashing out plans and discussing things. Do you want to do any of that in character right now, or?
We could. We've been discussing our theories a bit. I wish I could show my Charlie board to the world. I don't know. Yeah, I can screenshot my Charlie board, but I don't know how good that is. Actually, I don't know what tab it's in.
I don't have like a great way to show. I could make an OBS thing.
Oh, here it
That's good.
Yeah, I've been.
Connecting some dots.
This type of board has a real name. It's like one of those criminal
Just like a string board,
String board,
idea
yeah.
graph.
Yeah, I have a current running theory, or Regan does, because I do, that the plague is not spread through airborne means. She thinks it's now spread through food items or shipments, based on some of the stuff. Not sure if that's correct, but that's her running theory. And because she found the traces of magic on the coins.
Yeah.
It being on the coin specifically makes me think it's specifically touch that, like you said, trades, goods coming in, something that specifically the people who are poor would handle more. We didn't quite land on exactly what that could be, because that could be a lot of things, but
We did run into a number of situations around the city where people were setting up operations designed to hand out goods to the poor, like the world's meat.
Or the lavender.
well, that
So
was
she was
before.
charging a lot.
That was
for
that
it,
was exploitation,
Yeah.
like the lavender folk, but
still.
the goal seemed to be to create situations where Corvos's less desirable citizens, from the point of view of some, would handle or deal with items exclusively and create an opportunity to infect them.
And we're trying to find the connections between everything. And what I've decided is that everything, almost everything, is connected to everything somehow. So
Just a question.
there's a
of-
lot. I guess not everything is connected, but a lot of things sure seem like they are. So
Like, to call out a connection that I actually don't think we've made is that for all of the evil things currently taking place, I don't know that we have any, and correct me if I'm wrong, direct evidence that the crown itself has done these things. We have a lot of shit being done by a lot of the houses, but the royals themselves have not been directly implicated.
the only thing we possibly might have a clue of is the letter from someone we don't know, which isn't really the best evidence in the world.
It's not really evidence at all, unfortunately.
No.
Especially since it wasn't signed in any way.
Nope. X is not really a great signature.
It's not a signature. It's acknowledgement.
Yeah, so
X.
they're very, like, sneaky if they're not having... Yeah, the queen has a lot of arrows going away from her, but not really to her in my chart, which I don't like.
It doesn't
not
preclude the
sure.
possibility that she's still involved, but like, we just haven't
Yeah.
been able to prove it.
And we're not sure if the Grey Maidens are actually know what the doctors are up to or not. That's another thing I don't really have lines for. So, very exciting.
It is very convenient that the Grey Maiden's uniform is a head to toe set of armor that completely obscures the identity of the person.
So that's actually a question I had, Jason.
Mhm.
When we were in the hospice, were all the outfits of the physicians and the Grey Maidens pretty much the same armor and the same like outfit? Like it was
Yes,
just one big uniform.
Yeah, the Grey Maidens seem fairly uniform. Like each Grey Maiden is like partially unique. Like they're not perfect replicas of the same armor across all of them. And some people like it's mostly the same armor style and lots of like red accents. For most of them, that's a scarf. For some of them, it's gloves. Like they all have their own different like personal styles. Sort of adding flair to their uniform, but yeah, for the most part, it's like pretty much the exact same helm and very, very similar, if not exact same, armor pieces with just like custom accents. For the Queen's Physicians, yeah, that's largely also a uniform. Let me bring up the physician. In as much as the things that are uniform across the physicians, I'll kind of bring that up there, is the plague doctor mask, the very white mask, the black hat, the black coat, the black boots, and the black medicine bag. And most of them are wearing some form of white, like doctor's jacket underneath the black jacket. And they all have like a red scarf, but it's not an identical red scarf.
So no one like stood out as, oh, this is like the boss Grey Maiden who has extra big armor. It's all like, oh, they're kind of the same.
Yeah, they're all pretty similar. One of you has seen Corditra Destade, who looks like this.
Yeah, there she
She
is.
looks a little bit fancier than some of the other Grey Maidens. But
Some embellishments, okay. So that
yeah,
seems to
so
be
there's
what you like.
definitely some differences in the armor styles. You imagine they might have different ranks or something, but you don't really know anything about what those ranks might be.
We do know somebody I could ask, but I'd rather not.
Cool.
But most
Yes.
of the like lower level people you've seen seem to all be wearing roughly the same uniform.
Easy enough to replicate with spell, you think?
Yes.
That could be useful then.
There are spells for that. I made a shopping list.
Yeah, it's expensive. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford everything, but
All right, shall we? It sounds like you guys basically spend the rest of the night discussing things.
Yes.
And then morning comes. And I guess before we do shopping, Majenko would probably return.
Ooh, hello.
And to save myself from trying to figure out how to say all this in character, Majenko would try to describe to you what he saw from around 9 p.m. Through the early morning hours.
Okay.
So, a couple more, one or two more sick people were brought in. Not like fairly like around like 9:30, 10. No sick people were brought out of the building the entire time. At around 11 a.m. or sorry, 11 p.m. It seemed like there was a change of guard. And let's see. 7 guards left, and 4 guards took over.
Oh. Are they all Grey Maiden guards?
Yes. Yeah, when I say guards, yeah, I'm
Okay.
Grey Maidens. And then around around 8 this morning, the reverse happened.
Okay.
As far as other people leaving, the front desk woman, Brunhilde, she left at about midnight.
With the guard or like around there?
Yeah, well, I think they said the guard left at around 11 p.m.
Okay, so a
Brunhilde
little
left about an hour later. Brunhilde left, and she like locked the front door as she left. Around 1 a.m., 2 of the Queen's physicians left, along with Dr. Davalos. And then Dr. Davalos returned on his own around 6 a.m.
Jeez. Get some sleep, my dude.
I was gonna say, why bother going home at that point? Just sleep on the floor there. Yeesh.
Okay.
There's a window.
There is a window where there are significantly less people there.
There was
It is.
also a curious time around at like around 3 or 4 in the morning when Majenko heard the front door open, and he went to go see, but no one was there, and the door closed.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Someone's invisible.
That's our kind of bullshit.
Ah.
Game recognized game.
Around 4 a.m. I don't know how much that one
We
would
do know of
hinder
at least one
us.
person who goes invisible on us.
We do.
Indeed.
She's a juggling person.
Yeah, maybe she's in the basement.
And if she's in the basement, then that suggests that might be where Rolf is as well.
I wonder
believe
if
she's
she's
going to
coming
go
in or
recon.
going out at 4 a.m.
That's a good question.
'Cause if
Majenko
she's-
wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
So
I
different.
wonder, because it's like, that's a person I would not want to deal with on top of everything else if it's her. So that's a bit of a gamble.
Yep.
And right as Majenko was getting ready to leave, it sounded like a number of Queen's physicians were all standing outside talking to each other, and then seeming to like split up to go different directions.
And that was around, I guess, 9.
Yeah, like 8:39.
Okay.
And he thought that maybe 3 stuck around. Out of counting. Out of 7, 3 stuck around.
Okay. So the time where the least guards are in there seems to be between 11 and 8. And then between 1 and 6, the doctor and 2 physicians aren't there. So that is the least amount of people in the building. And it is confusing whether or not there's an extra person or not at 4 a.m.
I think we should ignore that possibility unless we want to go multiple nights and see if that exact pattern of timing repeats itself. Or
I don't think it would matter because you just wouldn't know if it was going in or out.
I do think that it is interesting bits of information that tell us that there's someone in that building who is doing shenanigans, but I don't know that we can use it in any way.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be seen. It gives us a suspicion that there is a person we know who goes invisible, but there are lots of people who go invisible, but there's a person who goes invisible that is up to no good with some corpses. So maybe
I think
rolls
it makes
in
me
there.
add something to the shopping list.
Ooh. Are you
All right.
Is it about seeing things?
I was actually rather impressed by your use of wooden double.
Oh, I love wooden double. Thank you.
I thought that was just outright amazing.
There's going to be a point in this game where Jason's going to try and attack me, and all of my high level spells are just going to be wooden double. I'm like, oh, you thought I didn't have a 6th wooden double?
as long as you don't whip out the protector tray, that's fine.
A wooden double.
I'm separately absolutely done with protector tree. All right. Well, I guess with that, do you guys want to do some shopping?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I do have a question about your scrolls. Wooden double is a reaction spell. How does a reaction spell work with scrolls? Do you just
You'd
try and
have to
read
be
the scrolls
holding it in
around?
hand.
Okay.
That's wild. I don't know that I can use it.
Is there like a bandolier for wands?
Wandelier?
Oh, Wandelier.
Oh, Wandelier.
Yeah.
I know there's some like scroll storing clothing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like a wand bandolier. At least I've not seen it.
I think I have scroll clothes.
It feels like an item you can have made, but
Yes.
Once I learn how to craft, I surely will do it. I'm training.
I mean, there's ways to sort of quick pop a wand into your hand. I don't know how the sleeves of storage work for that sort of thing.
Mm.
Is it one action to pop something out of the
Wig
sleeves?
holding.
What was
With
that?
the wig holding, you just, have all your wands in your wig. And you just
Oh yeah, the
hold it up.
wig.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the wig of holding. What?
Wig of holding.
Holding?
Will was telling us about this. I was similarly
What is
impressed.
this?
It's a real item. I swear to God.
I'm looking it up. Wig of holding.
I guess it would probably be renamed the Spacious Wig.
Yes,
Uncommon.
but I feel like the spacious wig is just worse. Like it's not even like spacious pouch worse. It's just spacious wig.
4 items
Okay,
of
so
light
it's-
bulk.
Yeah, it's still an action to pull an item from the
Yeah,
wig.
so it's,
But,
not,
all right.
it's not a quick thing, but you know,
Well, you
You
can
can
do
store
so
them there.
more easily than a mundane container. Take a single action to withdraw the items, rather than 2 interact actions.
Yeah, normally if you're pulling from a bag, it takes 2 actions to pull it from the bag.
Alright,
You by
this-
default have like bandoliers on you, so anything that's not in your bag is considered like worn, like it's on your belt or something, and those take 1 action to draw.
we have
Can I
a
put
lot. We have
wands
Final
on that?
Fantasy levels of belts and belt loops.
Yes.
And stuff, so
I didn't know, like, how much can I put on it?
Well,
belt.
just on your body, as much as
Yeah.
you can carry.
You just stick it to myself.
that's
You just start making clanking noises
Yeah,
as you
I mean,
move.
I somehow didn't know I could do this.
Pathfinder makes one of those is that you just carry all of your stuff attached to you, just kind of willy nilly, so that you can just grab it from wherever. The other thing is that you're constantly spinning around, so you can always see in all directions at all times.
I somehow thought I always had to put it in my bag, or that I needed a special item. Oh my
no,
god!
if it's not in your bag, as long as you've got the weight to carry it, it's just assumed that you've got a pouch or a pocket or a
Mhm.
something that's holding it.
Opens up my brain. I did.
Damn
I've been playing for
all-
years, and I thought everything had to go in my bag.
There's a reason that
Damn it.
I'm carrying all of my consumables on my person, because that way I don't have to go digging through the bag for the random potion or whatever in the moment. I can just go, oh, I do
Yeah.
have that healing potion ready. Great, I can just down that.
Oh my god!
The downside is that the things that are visible on your person are also visible on your person. So if you are
Sneaky.
going up against some thieves or some steely guys, they might just swipe things that are visible on your person.
And you have to say swipe or no swiping 3 times, and that's really hard to do because that's full 3 actions.
Yeah,
True
I know.
fact.
I do like the wig though. It's
All right, what's your shopping list?
such a
we-
shock.
It's sort of in order from most difficult to find to sort of mundane things.
Okay.
We would like 2 door knockers.
Door knockers. Is this
Please.
like
Insistent door knocker, to be
Insistent door
specific.
Oh, insistent
It-
door knocker. What is
It's
this?
a magical
Yes.
conjuration item. Level 6.
Level
They-
6.
These have a wonderful ability that once per day, you can place a door knocker against a wall, floor, or ceiling. The door knocker fuses in place and creates a usable door within the surface.
Only up to 1 foot for the basic one, and it can't go through metal.
Okay. Give me. Well, let's see.
That's your ability to
Enough.
make a door.
And you're looking for 2 of these?
Yes, 2
Ideally,
for the
Possible.
six variety.
we
One-
need
Okay.
1. 2 is like what in case we break 1.
Yeah. Give me a flat check. D20. Felix.
Go Felix,
Slash
go.
roll
And-
D20.
If it's 11 or higher, you find 2. If it's lower than that, you find 1.
Ah,
9.
That's
You
okay.
find 1.
Nice.
1 is good.
1 is good. We will take it.
Okay.
1 is good.
That's 225 gold. And for this, you basically be doing some combination of shopping at the Gilded Knight, but a lot of shopping probably at the gold market, just south of that.
Mhm.
There are plenty of different shops and stores that carry all sorts of different goods.
Cool.
They really like their yellow.
Our next item, which if we find it will be cool, would be to get each of us a smoke veil. This is like a wig but cooler.
It could be a
Oh,
headrest.
yes. It's the one from
Um,
Rage of Elements.
Yes, it is.
Their wigs or headdresses made of flame and ash, giving the wearer a burning coil of fiery hair and concealing their face.
That's the main.
All
part.
right. Each of you give me a d20.
Okay.
On 8 or higher, you find 1 for each of you.
Oh, my dice.
Oh, That's 2 15s.
Ooh.
And a natural 20. I'm using them
All
already.
right. Wait, was there an extra 15 or?
Yeah, where's mine?
I saw a Majenko roll of 15.
Oh, is it Majenko's
Yes,
rolling?
you. Majenko
My
rolled.
God.
Oh, for some reason I
Majenko's
don't see Majenko's roll.
I
but
don't
whatever.
see it
Okay.
It's funny because I don't see the natural 20.
Oh, I see
I
Majenko's
see
over
it.
there. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you find 3.
Thanks, Majenko.
It's for reals.
Alright.
Okay, we're getting out of the completely
Oopsies.
insane things and into the slightly more normal things.
Okay, so let me.
Okay.
I'll say
Um,
anytime there's a scroll, I would prefer a wand to it. But I'm fine with either.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear.
Oh, anytime that there's a spell, if there is a wand, I prefer it. But if not, a scroll is fine as well.
Yes, we are getting into the spells.
Okay.
So
Are any of these spells uncommon or rare?
invisibility, illusory disguise. I think those are not.
Those are
particularly
not.
common.
Those are common, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess just run through the spell list for me.
Yeah, invisibility, illusory disguise, and see invisibility.
Nothing really out there strange.
What level C invisibility at?
Question.
Also, it must have gotten renamed.
See the unseen.
See the
Is it
unseen.
rank
Forgive
2?
me.
And that is common. Yep, those would all be available in both wand and scroll.
Cool.
Cool. So then we get I think a wand of each. Regan, does that make you happy, or do you want?
Well, I will be buying so many.
Can we
up
afford
until
a
I
wand of
can-
each?
Let
How
me
much would a wand of each be?
Yeah, let's find that out first.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah, wands are a bit pricey,
Yes, they are.
but I don't know how much money you guys have at the moment.
See the unseen invisibility are both rank 2,
Is this a
and
wand?
I have approximately 1,300 GP in liquid cat currency right this second, without me
Okay,
having
so-
to liquidate things.
loser is
So second rank wands are 160 gold. A first rank wand is 60.
So it would be 320 GP for two wands of See the Unseen.
Mm-hmm.
And then what level is Illusory Disguise?
first rank. Though
Okay.
we could try and find a third rank one, possibly. I don't know if we want that to be more specific or not. It's a little fancier.
Yes, there is an
Fourth-
upgraded version at third. But what level are you guys? You guys are level 6. You cannot find third rank spells are level 7 on wands.
Okay.
Did not know.
Okay.
So broadly,
I-
I cap stores at whatever your level is. That's what you have general access to.
Reasonable.
Okay. I have one wand of Illusory Disguise, so I only think we need one more wand of it, and we can get. I think you can get 2 casts out of a wand if you chance it.
If you're
Yes.
willing to chance breaking it
Right.
forever, you can do 2 castings a day. But it's a 50-50 chance on whether it just breaks for the time being or breaks permanently and can't be repaired.
Does
So-
the cast go off anyway, and it just has a chance to break?
Yes, the cast
Okay.
still
Yes.
goes off, but you do either break it or destroy it, one or the other.
Okay. That's fine.
There's
Yeah,
no
this
free
seems
cast,
acceptable.
just the one.
Then we wanted invisibility itself.
Mm-hmm. That's also a level 2 spell, so those would be 160 for wands.
How many of them do we need?
So
Bec-
I can cast invisibility myself as well, so it's not a huge deal. These are just like
Maybe
backup. I have
one for
used it
each of you?
somehow.
And then if
Um,
you feel like getting scrolls or making scrolls, you can, but that way you both have an extra casting of invisibility on you.
Do I
Actually,
have a
2.
wand?
I have a scroll of invisibility. I have the invisibility
the
spell, and
scroll.
I have an item that allows me to be invisible. So I have, like, think I have invisibility covered for myself. What do you need, Tully, as a tool to be less visible?
I don't
Tully
cast
can't
spells.
cast it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
So what can we get you to help you in this regard?
Is there a potion?
I have Dust of Disappearance. It's a uncommon item, so I don't know if we can find more. I just have the one, and it only lasts for a minute. But that is something. It's a 4th level effect of invisibility for that, which is nice. If there are potions of invisibility, I don't know what they're called.
They're called invisibility potion. They are unfortunately uncommon.
Boo.
I mean, we can still try and find them. We just may not. Right?
Yes,
Or-
you can attempt to find it, but yes, it would be quite hard.
I would like to make an attempt to find this for Tully because it feels like Regan and I have we can be not seen, but Tully doesn't have a solution. But like my backup would be to find Dust of Disappearance or an Dust of Disappearance or an invisibility potion, one or the other.
Okay, Dust of Disappearance you're definitely not finding because it's a 9th
Okay.
level item.
Was that even in the store?
Yeah, how do you
that-
have that?
Should I not
I don't
have
think
it?
that was. I don't think it was in a store. I believe you found
You
it.
found it. That must have been okay.
Yes,
okay.
it was.
I thought it-
I forget which cache had it, but yeah, someone did have a Dust of Disappearance.
Well, still, which is nice, but yeah. Okay.
I do sometimes put high level items in in treasure caches for you,
Just for fun.
just for fun, and to
Um,
encourage you using silly stuff. Yeah, so that'll be a diplomacy check then to try to gather information about where you could find this invisibility potion.
do. Click. Click. Blind. Oh, please be nice, dice.
Question marks.
Pretty sure that works. This is, yes, that will work. Give me a D4 roll, Felix.
/ roll D4.
Ooh.
Okay.
One.
You're able to find one invisibility potion for sale at a potion vendor. It's kind of tucked into like the back of their stock. They were like, oh, I thought I had an invisibility potion around here somewhere. And this little halfling is like rummaging through all of their shelving, and then like pushes aside a bunch of like oils of ungency and kind of like climbs into the shelf and oh, there it is, and finds one. It's the expiry date is like a week from now, but
Oh, that's perfect.
And that works. I'm happy to get this out of their inventory.
Yeah, that would normally be 20 gold. Seeing this one's about to expire, 15.
Sold. Thank you for having this in stock.
Tully has paid for it. All right.
Cool. I am noting down on a side sheet all of our gold
I've
expenditures.
put it in my inventory and paid for it. So the 15.
Cool. So yes, I think Regan and I have multiple uses of invisibility through means and methods.
If I
And
can
you
get
now
a
at least
wand of
have
it,
one.
I would be happy. If not, that's okay because
you
it
can get a
does
wand.
take up my It does take up my actual spells to
Spell
do
slots.
it.
Okay.
Wand
Um,
or scroll, actually, just a backup.
If there's a wand, let's get it. It's second rank, so it's 160 GP.
Yeah, 160.
Cool. I think we have gotten through the incredible list of spells.
I don't think I have. Do we want knock or lock? Is there a lock? Am I making that up?
Yes, there is both lock and knock, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
The lock knock.
I feel
Yeah,
like
the lock spell is rank 1. So that would be 60 gold for a wand. And what's the other one? Knock? Let's say knock is level 2. Yeah, knock is a rank 2 spell, so that is a 160 gold for a wand. And there's scrolls of that one as well.
I was writing it
Doing
down.
Some
'cause
quick math to figure out where we are.
I'm probably gonna
Because
buy.
we are spending money fast.
Yes, we are.
I have 71 more gold if need be. But yeah, I'm pretty low.
I also spent my own money for one of the smoke veils, so you don't have to write that down.
Oh, and same. I bought my smoke veil.
How much were they again?
For-
I actually
We need to
missed
find
them all.
plague masks and another of the
60
elite disguise kits if we can find one.
Smoke veils are 60 gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So, yeah, I am. Our current is 985 GP of stuff.
Pretty good.
But yeah. So from here, I think there are things are 2 of the fancier disguise kits.
Well, I have one already, so we just...
Yeah, I'm counting because you already have one. That Regan and I need one.
Oh, gotcha.
the elite disguise kits.
Yes.
Yes, you are able to find those fairly easily. Those are 40 gold apiece.
Jeebs.
More expensive than my rare potion was. Dang.
80 GP there. And then last but not least is a set of physical outfits to make Regan and I look like the nearest approximation of a queen's physician that you can buy. So like the white smock, the black jacket. I actually have a scarf. Regan would need one. The white gloves, the black hat, the boots, and the plague mask.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... So, the rest of the outfit is fairly easy to put together. That would be... clothing. Where's... I thought they had, like, a profession.
And I think Regan
I'm
has
gonna-
a plague mask, so I only need one.
I'm gonna consider it clothing fine. Yeah, fine clothing. That's 2 gold apiece for just the outfit. It's not going to be perfect. It's not the exact uniform, but at a glance, it'll look right. You're kind of like
That's fine.
cosplaying.
Exactly. No, that's the exact point.
The plague masks are much harder to find. They're uncommon by default, and given that it's currently an epidemic going on, it's going to be exceptionally difficult to find. But you can attempt to search for them if you would like to do some diplomacy to gather information.
Do. There's that roll.
And of course, you natural 20.
Felix, don't waste them all.
No, it's a good thing to use it on.
I know.
Okay, how many were you looking for?
I was just after the one. Tully's outfit is I think his own because
I think I'm set.
yeah, like you're going disguised as. I think you said you were shaving your head
Gonna put the
And
wig
wearing a wig? Yeah.
and wearing a wig. So this is just one for me.
on. Wear the wig.
Okay. So the one that Regan has currently is like black. It's like a crow mask. You're able to find 2 of these white ones
Ooh.
that are very similar to the ones that the Queen's Physicians use. But they are expensive. They are normally these would go for 10 gold apiece. They're 20 gold apiece.
40 GP. Cool. This concludes our planned shopping list.
I think
Okay.
so.
I am now
I-
doing the math for how poor I become.
Yeah, for me, I'm just looking for some spells. I don't believe any of them are uncommon. Charm, Mirror Image, Sculpt, Sound, and Pet Cash.
Sculpt
Okay.
Sound is the only one I don't know.
Let me click on it.
That is common. Yes, all of those would be available. You're just trying to learn them, so get scrolls for them to learn.
Yes, these I want scrolls for.
And I think 3rd rank. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to get a wand of that 3rd rank spell, but I think you can get scrolls of it. Where's the scroll pricing? Scrolls. I can never find. There we go. Yeah, scrolls of rank 3 spells are 5th level items. So for the Sculpt Sound, that's 30 gold. Pet Cache, I think, is a first rank spell, so that's 4 gold. And what was the other one? Mirror Image? I think
Mirror
that's
image
also
and
first rank.
charm. I think charm is.
Did they change the name of Mirror Image?
I have no idea.
Let me double check.
Oh, it says
don't think
legacy
so.
content here, so maybe.
Oh, maybe they just didn't replace it with a similar spell.
Really?
I mean, I'm
Oh,
not seeing
maybe
anything
not.
linked to it in Archives
Oh.
Nets, which doesn't mean necessarily, but you've done a pretty good job overall. So
Huh,
Wow.
that's surprising, actually. I would have thought they would have kept it.
You just have blur. I think I have blur though.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
But yes, you can find Mirror Image.
Charm is spell 1 as well. Looks like.
And yes, Charm
Good.
is also a rank 1 spell.
Cheap as dirt.
Oh, but we determined Mirror Image is
We
second rank.
didn't have. Do we have it? Yes, second rank.
Yeah, it's a second rank spell. And second ranks are 12 gold.
Oh no, 12 gold.
And then you'll need to actually learn them.
Yes, I do. But I'm okay at learning spells. Pretty good at it. I'll roll all my 1s after Felix rolled all the 20s.
Just take them all.
I don't think I want.
I'm seeing Mirror
Anything
Image
else?
as a focus
I'm
spell
considering.
for more of Immortals.
Oh,
Mirror
only
image?
Felix can
Oh,
do.
yeah. It's called Trickster's Mirrors and works the same way.
Huh.
Trickster.
Yeah.
I hope I actually didn't grab anything that only Felix can do. Nope.
Weird. Well, in any case, yeah, you can learn the old version, Mirror Image as Mirror Image. That's fine.
I think that might be all I want because we silence and paranoia and bane or bless and those are all occult spells for Felix if he ever wants them or has them.
Oh, silence not on. Oh, silence isn't on the arcane list. Interesting.
It is not.
Nope.
It's such.
I was
unusual-
grumpy about that.
Huh.
Oh, scope sound is what I was getting instead.
I mean,
Oh,
Scope Sound
okay.
is still good for
It's okay.
all purposes, but yeah, silence is not.
What
I
does
like
sculpt
scope
sound
sounds because you can make yourself quiet, but it doesn't stop you from casting spells because you're still talking.
do?
I think it's
You change
great.
the sounds made
news.
by a creature or object. Choose how you're altering the sounds when you cast a spell. You can't alter it later. You can cause something that didn't create sound to make a sound. Alter the voice of a creature, amplify or deepen a sound, or transform one sound into another. Creature who succeeds at a perception check can determine that the sound was altered, including hearing faint sounds if you deaden the sound, but they can't determine the true sound unless they critically succeed. Okay, interesting.
So you could deaden. If the in-system door knocker makes noise, we can deaden that sound prior to
Mhm.
activation, for example.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
speaking of
Alright.
which,
can't. I can only find
Yeah.
a scroll of that.
just to confirm, the warehouse itself, did the exterior seem to be built primarily of wood, or was it like? I'm kind of curious as to construction of the building itself.
I want to say it's primarily wood construction. I
It
can
may be
double
relevant
check.
for being able to utilize the in-system door knocker. As we hope.
I don't think there's anything special about it. Yeah, I think it's just a wood building.
Okay.
Or wooden frame, at least. The doors are certainly wood.
That's fine. The door knocker does have a fun effect, but has a limitation of the kind of material you can go through. Specifically, metal is not something you can go through with it. So,
There's a lot of problems with metal in this game. Metal is a very OP object for the druids and the spells.
Yeah. The age of metal.
it's
How could they
the
do
one
this?
aspect
to us?
of the metal usually that makes it kind of anathema to more naturalistic peoples and things. I don't know why that's the case for the insistent door knocker, but perhaps.
Whoever made it Didn't know what metal was.
They're only used to the natural metal that comes with the plane of metal. It's this weird, normal Galarian metal is different.
In my purchase, you got this thing. Thank you.
I'm just noting it because these are not in my inventory, so they need to be put into yours.
How do you... I always fail at making these scrolls and wands.
You can
So
just the item into your inventory, and it should ask you if you want a scroll or wand and what rank
And
you
what
want
to
put
put
into.
on it. Yeah, it has rank. I'll try it with sculpt sound. Put here.
yeah, once
Oh.
you drag the spell into your inventory, it should give you a little pop-up asking you. It'll try to default it to the default rank of the spell, and then you choose wand or scroll.
Oh, you do that with the spell.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the spell.
Okay.
Yes,
I
drag
grabbed
the
the
spell itself.
All right.
I grabbed a
Make
blank
that.
scroll and then customized it.
That's what I was doing.
I did the
Oh.
harder thing.
That's so much harder, yes.
Let's.
Yes. Yeah, if you
Ability.
drag the spell itself into your inventory and not into your spell sheet, it'll try to create an item for it.
That is
And
so
it'll
much
ask you if it-
nicer.
It wants the wand or scroll.
Oops, stop doing.
Sorry.
Now you're good.
That is a reasonable way to try to do that.
I've
Yeah,
done
I was
it
like,
before.
that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah. Because I don't think you were always able to do the drag in there to make the scrolls and
Oh,
wand
there
stuff.
it
but
is. Okay.
That's been a while now, a couple of years, I think.
Wand. Oh, that's so much easier. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Kicks butt.
Knock. Knock him off.
Knock him
Just
off.
browse through Regan's items. You have so many scrolls.
Don't look at them. That's all that's in my bag.
Scrolls.
Why do you think I was so mad when I figured out I could just have some of them out? I'm like, I'm always digging through my stupid bag for these things.
We gotta
But
get
yes,
you
it's
some of
assumed
the-
that you can get some little scroll cases or a
Ah.
scroll case to carry it on your person.
What a
Reagan
thing.
is just scroll cases as a person. It's just
Yes.
more scroll cases
It is
than
long.
person.
It is multiple scroll downs to get through this. All right, now I have this. I have charm. Lock,
And
knock.
when you're ready, I guess we can do the learning attempts.
Oh, did I do it as a wand? Fuck. Hold on. I
Is
have
there
to go
anything that Tully needs from the shopping trip in addition?
Nothing's coming to mind at the moment. Nothing I can afford, at least. So
All right.
A razor for your shave.
That's
I
part of
could
the
just-
disguise kit.
yeah, I think I can manage. Yeah. Can I will try and get my wig to look like my hair does now. We'll see if we can manage that. Probably not. Is a wig of holding available? I think it's a rare or an uncommon item.
Give me that
Yeah, it's okay.
wand.
Yeah, it's uncommon. All right.
Oh, we don't have. We do have mirror is a word that we could put in. Oh, mirror images here. All right.
Yeah,
easy.
mirror image is in this spell list. It's just not on in other places.
Great scroll.
And goodbye to all my gold. So much gold.
Cashing out.
Wait, why isn't what happened to sculpt sound?
It's not 0, but this was a fair bit of the nest egg I'd built up.
Oh, it's sculpt sound is a legacy thing.
Yes, it is also
Do they
legacy,
call
but it
it
should have.
now?
It should be
didn't pop
in.
up.
Here, are you getting a scroll of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drop it
Oh, is
in.
it- Oh, I understand what I've done wrong.
I
Oh,
just
no,
I
never
added the
mind.
scroll for you.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe I didn't understand what I did wrong. And then pet. Cash. There we go. Is that it?
Did we get Reagan scroll robes?
I do have them somewhere. Let me check. I might have lied.
Because we can get those, inscribed with a something. Hey, you can inscribe with
Yeah, I do
invisibility.
have
It just-
skull robes. I took them off of the guy that killed you.
Thanks. I'm sure he deserves. He definitely deserved it, but don't know if you really want to wear those now. How do those activate?
Yeah, I didn't.
Inscribe.
Doesn't have the AC bonus anymore.
Oh yeah, I don't really remember how scroll robes work.
It's just activated the same way. You need freehand to activate the scroll, but you don't need to interact to draw it. So you still have to activate it, I guess.
Inscribed.
That's not very clear to me. I don't like that.
You need a free hand to activate the scroll, but you do not have to draw the scroll.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out, does it take an additional action in addition to the actual casting of the spell, or just by having the
No.
free hand open, you can interact kind of a free action to activate the scroll, and then you...
Yeah, you activate the scroll as normal.
Okay,
You have to have a free hand to like touch your clothing
Yes.
to activate the runes on it.
Cool.
So it saves you the draw action.
Is it one scroll?
It's just one at a time, but you can, once you've used it, you can replace it,
another one?
or you can also clear it and then write a new one on there if you want.
Okay.
But it's the same as crafting a scroll every time you inscribe it with a new scroll.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you actually have to craft a scroll to craft it into it. You're not copying a scroll from...
Which is
Okay. That makes more sense.
I'm trying to find more things we can put scrolls onto, because there's a scroll belt, and we could get the scroll belt.
Scroll belt.
The thing with the scroll belt is you actually do have to take the belt off, so because it's inscribed on the inside of the belt. It's supposed to be a
Oh,
secret thing.
I thought it was holding the scroll.
No, it's
That-
literally you inscribe it on the belt, and then you just
So you
kind of whip
take-
the belt off, and then you read the scroll.
Oh,
off.
it's like you have a scroll wrapped around you.
Yeah, but it looks like a regular belt until you take it off and go, ha ha!
Yeah, you thought I didn't have any more scrolls. I have a belt.
You thought I've used up all my powers.
Magic users are so stupid.
It's kind of silly.
What
But
if I didn't have my scroll?
It's firebrands. What are you gonna do?
Is there a scroll medley, or are you just guessing stuff? Okay.
This
Oh, no, I
sounds
like,
great.
could there be one?
There
Maybe
are
when I
some
can
smoke-
craft more, I can make one.
There's a scroll staff. I think the Magambia Academy makes those.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
I forget what those do.
Master's March. Which is a
Is that kinda
shield
like a
that you can inscribe
scroll?
a scroll on if you want.
Yeah. See what scrolls I want to learn. I have so many scrolls. Do I know blur? Because I can learn blur right now.
It just plays a
Rank
blur.
2? I don't know blur. Hold on. Up we go.
Yep, Blur is a rank 2 spell.
I'm just shoving all the ones I want to learn into the top.
All right, I guess
Okay.
you guys finish up your shopping and head back to the Script and Scrimshaw.
Yes?
Yes.
Oops. Seem to have dropped Regan. There we go.
And got distracted. She was stuck looking at scrolls for quite
I'm
a while.
still studying. But they're my own scrolls.
Reagan's holding a big bundle of scrolls as you guys get back, and she's got them like splayed out on the table and is clearly studying them, looking through them. Is there anything you guys want to do while Regan is doing the learning?
Yeah, doing this crap.
I think I would start to like prep elements of this disguise, like in addition to the like outfits that we have and the smoke veils. The plan is also to, at least for myself and Tully, to meaningfully disguise ourselves with the elite disguise kits we've gotten a hold of, to not look like ourselves. So I expect that to take some prep time.
Okay, how does the smoke veil work? Smoke veils are wigs or headdresses made of flame or ash, giving the wearer a burning coil of fiery hair and concealing their face behind smoldering omnipresent haze of smoke and sparking embers. You can use the veil to go unrecognized, hiding your face so that you can attempt a deception check to impersonate without needing a disguise kit. When you do, it only takes 1 minute to create the disguise, and you gain a +1 item bonus to the check. You still need a disguise kit and the full time if you're using cosmetics and other props to change aspects of your disguise, or impersonate a specific person, and it gives you this blazing stare action,
Which is
where you can look at somebody and demoralize them.
The intent is to have this on underneath the outer layer of our disguise, such that should our mask be removed, this hazy effect is present.
Okay. It is like sparking embers and flame.
We will also have illusory disguise over top of it.
Yes.
Will it actually burn us and items around us? There's an illusion
I
of
should
flame.
hope not, because that seems like a terrible mistake.
It
It is
honestly,
quite literally fire, but
I
I will say that it is magical, non-burning fire, to
Thank
be
you.
kind.
yes. We were looking at wigs, and then we found this, and this was like a wig but better. We could go back to wigs if this doesn't work.
Flaming wigs.
It is kind of aggressive. So yes, if whatever headpiece or costume you're wearing comes off, you will be noticeable, but people just won't be able to tell who you are.
Which
I think it's like positive to be like, oh, we're looking for people with flaming faces, and then we just ditch the flaming faces.
Yeah, this
Never
seems
use them again.
perfect for me because it's gonna make us look entirely not like ourselves.
that's the idea.
You can buy like weird cursed ones that get stuck on us forever.
Huh, they imply that you could use it to impersonate a specific person? What, with the smoke?
I think
Yeah,
it's
that was
specifically-
weird.
Mm,
It helps
I'm
with
not
like
quite sure what.
When you do a disguise, you can try and disguise yourself as a specific person. I think they're just clarifying that to do that with this item, you'd also have to use a disguise kit, whereas normally you wouldn't have to use a disguise kit to be in
Right,
disguise with
yeah.
this. Like, it's-
This is just to impersonate a vague someone who's not yourself.
yeah,
And
This is
you need a
not-
disguise kit to impersonate someone specific.
and
Okay.
that's exactly what we want to be. It's not us, so perfect.
Yeah, we are using the disguise kit to largely affect our ability to look like Queen's physicians. This is just cool.
This is just us being extra paranoid.
Okay, so impersonation's a bit funny just because sometimes it uses your deception DC and other times it's a bit more active. But go ahead and give me a secret deception check then
It's a
to
secret.
prep your disguise. And you can prep disguises for other people. Actually, wait, how should that work?
Please help me.
Maybe I should make it. Okay. Yeah, I guess whoever's making the disguise, they roll the secret deception check. Yeah. Yeah.
Can this be assisted?
Yes, it
Tully
can be
help
aided.
me?
Yes.
I'm got a +14.
Oh gosh, you actually, I think, have the better deception then somehow.
Yeah.
So I will aid you.
Okay.
So here's my aid check.
Good number.
24 is a success, but not a crit, so +1.
And blind.
And that's a number.
I will use a
Yeah.
hero point if I can.
Yes, you may.
I would like it to be a higher number if possible. I don't know what the number was, but I want it to be a higher number.
A better number. The best.
Best number.
All right. A number is indeed set, and this is for Felix. I really need to get a better pen in here.
Yeah.
All of my good pens have disappeared.
That's what happens. You use them and then they get stuck someplace forever. Just have to go back to where you were
Okay.
using last.
And then I guess whoever is disguised is next, you can work on that one.
Okay. I will roll my assist again.
Sounds good.
This is going to be for Tully.
Sure.
Same number.
Same number, 24, so +1 to Tully.
And same deal, we'll use another hero point on this one.
All right. Burn those hero points.
I'm just rolling double this time, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then one more for Regan.
I don't need hero points for this, right?
Aw,
Ooh.
not as good.
17, but still a success. So +1 to the aid.
And another hero point on this.
All right.
Hope we got good.
And okay. And you're going for Felix, and Regan, you're doing positions.
Yes, we're going to get them to look as much like... We will be doing an illusory disguise over top to really sell the look, but we're going to try and make them look as much like the doctors as we can, the Queen's physicians.
Okay. And then what's Tully's disguise?
Tully's disguise is going to be more generic at this point. He's wearing the smoke veil to use that as a way of disguising who he is, but otherwise is wearing more generic garb, brown leathers that he would find on somebody in Old Corvosa. So trying to be as nondescript as possible, except obviously, wearing a strange mask that's covering his face because of the smoke.
And every
Okay.
man.
So you're just going for like a citizen of Old Corvosa.
Yes, and then over top, that's going to be the under disguise, and then the illusory disguise will be of a Grey Maiden.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so those are your under disguises. All right. Regan, you got your spell list ready?
Yes.
Okay. What are we learning?
Let's start with Blur, rank 2.
All right. That is 6 gold and DC 18.
DC 18. Wee woo woo woo. I know. I forget what this is. Okay.
Arcana.
Yes. Is this to learn spells? Alright, here we go. Wee. 25.
25 is a success. So 6 gold and you learn the spell.
Just gonna write them down as I go and then deal with it. Where are the
Next
other
spell.
ones? I'm looking. Mirror image.
Oh, right. And how long do these take you? So normally these would be
that's
hour
good.
per...
It's half the time, I think, but let me check.
And normally it's an hour per rank, so that would be 2 hours by default.
I have a... Oh my god, what's it called?
It's one of
not
your
like
feats.
the Savant.
Spellbook Prodigy.
Yes.
you learn a spell in half the time. And when
Okay, I
you
just
crit
wrote that down.
fail, you get a regular fail. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so this takes
Okay, so that was 1 hour.
1 hour.
I'll track the time.
Okay, cool. This is mirror image.
Mirror image, another.
Rank 2.
This is a second rank spell, so same thing. DC 18, 6 gold.
Good luck to Regan. Wee.
You have plus 14, so these should be relatively easy.
29.
29, that's a crit success, so half the gold spend, so only 3 gold.
Thank you.
And 1 hour passes.
Blur, we did mirror image. Now I have multiples of these. Now we're going to do see the unseen, which is 2. So same thing.
Okay, same deal.
We're gonna roll if we can remember what tab anything is in. I go through like every tab I'm clicking. Oh, it was almost mean to me, but 27.
Yeah, 27. That is not a crit, it was just a regular success. So 6 gold and another hour.
It threatened to roll the 1, and I was like, I swear to God. See the unseen. Charm is next.
Charm's
That's
a rank 1 spell.
1. Yep.
That's 2 gold and DC 15.
I have
And
to
only
roll
half an
a
hour.
2 or higher. This is again
27.
a
That is a crit success. You spend 1 gold.
1 gold.
And a note on Charm, because I think it's incapacitation. The higher level spell slot you put it in, the more likely it is to work on people.
Great. That's good to know. We got Pet Cash rank 1.
That is also 2 gold,
Gold.
DC 15. Pet Cash puts your pet into a little trans-dimensional space. Extra dimensional
22.
space. 22 is a success, so 2 gold and half an hour.
Command.
That's a first rank spell.
Yes.
So 2 gold, 15 DC.
Yeah.
That's a
33.
crit on a natural 19 for 33. So 1 gold.
Saving so much on these one rank
That's
1
a
spells.
Yeah.
Go through them. I did that, I did that, did that.
You learn 2 spells for the price of 1.
Do I not know that? Alright. I'm skipping over ones that might not. Oh, Sculpt Sound I didn't do.
Sculpt Sound, we said, is a 3rd rank.
Yeah, can I learn? I can learn.
You can.
third rank. Yeah,
DC
okay.
20.
Yeah, this is more difficult.
Yeah, DC 20, 16 gold.
Oop, don't do that. This is 3. You son of a bitch! You
There's
bastard.
a natural 1.
How many-
You have hero points.
No, I'm not gonna use it.
You sure?
Ah. It's because if I even learn it, I can't put it in my spell slots today. Yeah, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's use it so that I need this later and can't use it. I swear to God, though, if it's another one. Ah, there we go.
That's a
29.
15. So 29 is a success. So
Almost
16 gold and the 1.5 hours.
Yeah. Stupid spell. Okay. We did that. Really, I don't know. I'll try for another rank 3. This one I don't need as bad, but I want to know it. Bind Undead.
Alright.
I somehow haven't
Fun one.
learned. Bind them.
If
I get a 1 on
Lesser
this.
undead permanently
A
yours.
20.
That is exactly what you needed. on DC 20. So
God.
another 16 gold and another hour and a half. 1,
16.
2,
3.
3.
Yeah, what
4,
time do we got?
5, 6, 7. You spent 7.5 hours on spells.
So at like 6. No. 9, 30, 10, 30, 11, 30, 12, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30. You can learn another one. What haven't I learned from this? I went out of order by accident. We got command, charm, see unseen. Illusory creature, number 2.
It's a second rank spell, DC 18.
And that's 6 gold.
It's probably the last one I'll let you attempt today, because it is a lot of reading and
Yeah,
learning
I was going to say, I
spells.
think this is the
Yeah.
last one. I'm going to even try to do 20.
20 is a success, so 6 gold.
Okay.
And 1 more hour.
Sweet. And that's that. That's also a lot of points for me at
Okay.
school. So I like that. I'll just add them all.
8.
Take away my money.
Okay, so plus the time you guys spent shopping. It is already quite late. It's like 9:30.
49.
Anything the other two of you wanted to do while Regan's basically just spending the
just
entire
reading.
day reading, studying, scribbling notes into her spellbook.
Do we really need the information from Maeve, or do you think we're going to be fine without it? Since we're kind of bypassing the guards entirely anyway.
We have made a plan that should allow us the minimum of interaction with the guard, so I don't think you have to go get into an argument with Maeve.
Thank you.
That being said, if you want to go get in an argument with
I'm-
Maeve, I'm not going to stop you.
No, I'm just fine. Did not really want to open that door in any way, shape, or form, but I at least do know somebody who is a Grey Maiden who might be willing to talk if need be. I just think she's more willing to yell.
Oh, she yelled the correct information.
Mm, that's
Ooh.
hard to say.
Ooh.
All right.
No, I have. I think we have all of our things to execute the plan.
So
Yeah.
I'm just putting everything into my spells.
Well, let me know what you guys want to do. It's your floor, your stage.
I think we would want to wait until we have the minimum number of people in the building, which we've sort of established as being.
Between the hours of 1 a.m. and 6 a.m.
We could send Majenko to scout and let us know when Davalos has left.
I think it's a great idea, and then we'd use that as our trigger to know when to head out.
Yeah, so same deal as last time. Try and pretend like you're nesting and just keep an eye out for anything suspicious, and specifically come back when Davalos seems to leave.
So I will note that you guys are probably, if you're trying to stay up all that time, you will have been up like almost all day. Since you got up at a normal time,
Not a
You
problem.
might. perhaps.
I'm
The
just,
others may or may not wish to have a nap.
I will say that if I, damn it, I can't like fall asleep. But I'm like, if I get to full sleep, that would be a whole nother day though. I can put the new spells in. It's not that big of a deal. I can nap.
yeah, unfortunately, by the time it would be
Take a nap.
6:30 in the morning, by the time you slept and had an hour for prep. So,
That's fine.
Was it faster time? No?
If you knew that you were going to do this today and you didn't bother prepping earlier in the day, you could have just delayed your prep until now, after you've learned the spells.
I didn't know I could delay my prep. I
Yeah,
didn't
you don't
put
have to
anything
do
in.
Yeah, you don't have to do your spell prep the first thing when you wake up. Like, it actually
Okay.
takes an hour of time, so you can delay it to whatever you want.
Then I would do that if I knew that.
Yeah.
I have empty slots. I was like, I don't know what to put here yet. So that works.
Yes, you
for
can
me.
certainly delay your daily preparations.
Cool.
You just can't do them any earlier than 24 hours, basically.
Okay, that's fine. That's good news. Diary.
I think that after I did all the prep for this adventure, I would take a nap so that I would be fresh for the evening's activities.
All right. So yeah, what time? You're just waiting for the time that Davalos leaves.
Correct. Which we
Okay.
know approximately, but they could choose to spend get actually a full night's sleep, or they could choose to stay late. So we're having Majenko keep watch and tell us, or come get us.
Okay. In that case, let me just do some small adjustments over here. Do. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And probably be one. Okay. Consider. Okay. So yeah, around 1:30 is when Majenko comes flying back to you to wake you up. It scratches at the window of the scripted scrimshaw to be let in.
Oh, I'll let the poor creature in.
The baby in.
The baby. Thank you.
Looks like he
Majenko.
just left.
Perfect.
Right. Then we're all ready. Do you have everything you need, Regan?
I was trying to figure out my last spell.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah,
Feeling Felix.
we are at this point would be in our finest Queen's Physicians outfits.
And you have a rope.
I have a rope. I have a rope in my inventory.
It's things we need to double check just in case, because if the plan had for you to lower a rope for me and you didn't have one,
I made sure I had a rope.
These things have happened. I have made these mistakes.
Not gonna lie, I am the one who has also done them, forgetting to hand out the steaks we spent many hours making.
That's right. I forgot about those.
I still probably have a stack of them somewhere in the inn.
Invisibility is a subtle spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And yours is drinkable, so it's really
Right,
subtle.
but my hope is that if need be, somebody can cast it on me going down. Right? Because we're still thinking that Grey Maidens aren't supposed to necessarily be back there at that point. The doctors might have an explanation. I would have a harder explanation, but
Understood.
at the very least, it won't be loud enough that we'll get attention. The potion I wanted to save for, escape.
Does this work?
Escape.
Token. I'm just changing your tokens to have a disguise. Your token, add new face, change face, queen's position, update. There we go. And Tully. Are you going as Tully or as Mayhem?
I am going as Tully.
Okay. So you're going as Tully in disguise.
Yeah, super in disguise still, but you know.
Yes.
As Tully, as a generic person, as a Grey Maiden.
Yes, you're using the Tully power set is the main thing I wanted to know.
That is correct.
Grey Maiden. Okay.
It's very similar to the other power set, but slightly different.
Date that. Magic. There you go. All right. Good luck telling each other apart.
Doctor?
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 All right. We'll get a move on.
Okay. It'll take you, like 10 minutes to walk over there.
And along the way, we'll do an official escort so that in case anybody's looking at us, we are seeming to be officials doing official things as officials do.
Are you bringing Majenko with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna use pet cash for that.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Good plan.
I should.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
It's going to try to drag you off. There you go.
We got here.
Probably use up the scroll for this. There's a. Yeah, never mind.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I don't have copies of you on the map. I probably do.
We show up and see ourselves would be great.
Delete. Yeah. Where'd Felix go? There's yeah. Okay. Which direction are you approaching the building from?
From the east, from the side that we are essentially on right now.
Okay.
We are coming up to that side window that we saw that led into the doctor's study? Evil laboratory? Coin
All
flip.
right. Let me try to switch this over here. Okay. So it is nighttime. Are you guys walking with any form of light?
Nope. I have a potion of dark vision.
I was going to say, the moment that we duck out of the lights of the streets and into the shadows over here, I would also down a potion of dark vision.
Oh, right. And what was the other? So you were doing an illusory disguise, right?
Yes, our
Or-
outermost layer are illusory disguises that perfect our outfits. So for Regan and I, this makes us perfect Queen's physicians.
Okay.
For Tully, he appears to be a Grey Maiden.
All right. And let me go back 5 minutes, and then apply the illusion effect to you just so it tracks. And then I'll go back forward 5 minutes. Okay. And sorry, what were you doing about light?
I took a dark vision.
Okay. You're just sipping.
Yep.
Once we duck into the shadows, I'll chug the potion so that we can make out what's going on.
I have to put the dark vision effect on you. What about you, Regan?
I'm still like trying to find something.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I can't see. Do I have a dark vision potion?
I have
Lead
spare.
lead me along.
Tully, if you can be kind enough.
Yeah.
You do have one
Yeah,
more
don't.
moderate dark vision potion.
Oh, do I?
Or elixir. Yeah.
There
But
it
you can take
is.
the.
Well,
I need one of them back then.
Yeah, you can
You're
just
welcome
keep
to take
that
one. Just
one.
give me the other one.
We. Okay. Oh, I have. Oh, do you want the? Yeah.
Can I have my lesser back then?
You can. I didn't realize you
water.
gave it to me.
Hadn't
Oh,
realized
God.
I had one, so I
Okay,
wanted to be
that
quick.
one's you.
Yes.
Here you go. I have to put all these scrolls back.
Okay, and then you're sipping the moderate as well.
Yes. I'm gonna
I put the effect on you. You can just delete the item or whatever you wish.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put all my stuff back. That's fine.
All right. So, you guys approach the building. You can see that there's a Grey Maiden currently standing out front. She's got a torch in hand.
We're going to approach the east side of the building and get below the window to the doctor's office.
Okay.
And Regan is up first. They are going to pest form their way up to that window and open it. And go inside.
That's an idea.
That is what we had written down.
Yes, that is what. Hold on. I'm half seasoned. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm very slow at it.
It's okay. Take your time.
I do have pest form.
We have all
You
night.
you can whisper parts of the plan to each other while Char does this.
This was the part about pet cache. If I take Majenko out, does the pet cache go away and I have to do it again?
Correct.
Okay. That is what I think
Actually
happened, so
looking at
that's
pest
okay.
form, and I'm questioning whether pest form is going to work the way that we want it to.
The idea was that Regan would be able to get inside the.
Right. But it transforms you into a tiny animal. And that's fine, but you have to heighten it to 4th level to get it the flying version. So you can be a little rat. I don't know if you'll get a climb speed. It doesn't look like it gives you one.
Majenko can pick me up as a little rat.
That could
but
work. And
The problem is if the
insect?
door is locked or the window is closed, which it might not be. I don't know how to get in the window.
Maybe there's a gap and it's not very well assembled and you could squeeze? You
Maybe.
could be an insect. That is one of the things listed. It says just a tiny animal such as
Yeah,
cat,
carry
insect,
my
lizard,
little
rat.
insect body. I just need to throw one spell in here randomly without thinking about it. Okay, I've done it.
Cool. And yeah, I do think insect would work because it would give you the best options for getting in through a crack in the window, a crack in the door.
Don't roll that stuff at me.
I'm just rolling dice.
Don't roll that.
I assume you're avoiding notice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you're all trying to stealth. Is someone leading this with follow the expert, or is everybody just using their independent stealth?
I think I have to be expert trained to have follow the expert, don't I?
To you or to be the expert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have anybody who's an expert at stealth.
I am.
Felix is untrained. Regan is untrained.
Cool. And I'm only trained, so...
Okay. So we're using individual
Yep.
stealth modifiers. Okay. You don't have to roll anything. I'm just using what you've got. 10 plus your stealth mod. That's 13 for Regan, 19 for Felix, and 19 for Tully. 19, 13. Okay.
Okay. I have a plan now. Sorry about that.
All good.
Okay, so release the creature from its pet cache, which I. There he is. Hello, my friend.
About to be seen.
So you
What?
hear some footsteps as the Grey Maiden from in front of the door, who's carrying the torch, peeks around the corner. Are you? I guess you're just kind of standing there, or what's your? What's your deal?
What is our deal?
What are you guys doing?
I forgive me. I sort of expected us to execute a bit faster. I think Tully and I would be hiding while we wait for Regan to make their ascent.
I was gonna say, are these bushes or trees?
These are trees.
These are trees. That's what I thought. Okay.
There are smaller bushes near the wall
but
here.
We're not really hiding in anything.
And most of these are just trees. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you were trying to avoid notice, I'm gonna assume that you're then hiding behind the trees.
Yes.
Yes. I think maybe we would hide.
Kind of like. Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. We both went to the same tree.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I apologize. I was like still deep in trying to figure out my stupid
Oh
spell
yeah,
list.
no, that's fine.
The plan
This is
again
not
was...
the speed. The speed
Yeah.
is not the like. This is just as you guys were walking up to the side of the building. Seems like this Great Maiden heard something and walked over.
All right. The plan was for me to turn into pest form, get up to the window, and then what was I
Open
supposed
it.
to do? Open it.
You have a wand of.
But I'm in
knock.
pest form.
You need to get inside first, then become yourself.
The window's closed.
When we scouted the windows, a couple of them were notably cracked.
Okay. So I'm gonna knock the window open, and then did you want me to throw you something down?
I would go next to the window that you find open, and I'm going to,
Oh, I see.
presumably after this Grey Maiden leaves, walk up the side of the building with the rope, go in that window, and drop the
Assuming
rope
Grey Maiden
down.
leaves.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
making sure I had it so I didn't go up there and do something weird and then everyone didn't know what I was up to.
It's okay.
Cool. I will
Okay.
be a little
So yeah, this Great Maiden has walked around the corner carrying the torch. And this is before you cast the spell.
Oh, this is before.
Yeah.
Yes, this is before you cast the spell. She's heard something and walked over. This is like you walking over to the building, getting ready to cast the spell.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I? God damn it! I'm the one who can't lie.
Smoke break.
Is there a smoke? No.
I just.
I'm just out to get some air.
Deception.
Yeah, great. I am out to get some air. Please, please, please deceive this lady. Do I see my roll? What do you want?
Yeah, I'll let you see your roll, sure.
I'll see if I want to re-roll this.
I will allow you the pleasure of looking at your roll.
You know what? I
13.
will re-roll. I'm gonna do it just because I don't know if that's good enough. So please roll higher than that, Regan, you little shit. No! Okay, whatever. It's a 13. I'm out for fresh air.
Well, no. when you normally re-roll, it's just a 6.
No.
It takes the whatever you re-roll it.
Oh,
to.
it does?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the worst liar on earth. Sorry, everyone.
She kind of like puts a hand on her hip. I was told that you were not supposed to be having breaks. Get back inside.
I guess I have to go back inside.
Inside.
What? Yep, I gotta go inside. Well, Majenko's out now, so I'm...
Yeah.
Stay with them.
Yeah, she walks back up to the door. You're lucky that Dr. Davalos didn't find you. Should be more careful, she says,
Oh, that's a loud
unlocking
door.
and opening the door for you.
I'll make sure to be more careful. God damn it.
She closes the door.
Oh, it's me alone in the room.
You are alone in the lobby space. I guess I should probably... There's no candle over here. There's a door ahead of you. And a
There
door
is a
behind
door.
you.
There's no reason the original plan can't work, because you can become a insect of your choice and make your way up to where you were supposed to be.
So I can be an insect or I can be invisible.
Insects can go under doors.
How long does... Oh,
That's
I only
really
have
thick
one
as-
more pest form because I
Mm.
have a wand. Well, I got 2 technically.
Yeah, you haven't actually cast the pest form yet, so you still have whatever that
Oh, I
one
didn't.
is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Uncast.
about to, but
Sorry, I just want to read it real quick.
They last for 10 minutes.
10
by default.
minutes. It's like invisibility, except I am
Conceal spell.
slow. Yeah, bugs can... So does it look like this door you could fit underneath it as like a...
Yeah, it looks like a standard wooden door. It's not scraping the floor or anything. It's got a standard like air gap underneath.
Okay, well now I will cast Pest Form and I'll do it Conceal Spell as well, so it's quiet.
All right, so you silently morph into
Tiny bug thing that can fit under a door.
okay, like a beetle. Sure.
Yeah, beetle. Flat little beetle.
Alright.
Beaky crawly. Well, sorry, I'm going to open it to go in.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you scurry into the room. You hear the cacophony of coughing and scratching sounds. There's a singular Queen's physician who is currently looking over one of these patients here. Hasn't seemed to notice you. What do you do?
Skitter close to the wall. Stick close like to the wall and skitter and then go underneath. I'm going to move until you tell me I can't
Yeah,
anymore. We'll go underneath the beds.
Let me see. So while you're in this form, you have acrobatics and stealth modifiers of +10 instead
Jesus.
of whatever
Okay.
your normal is. So what's your normal?
Let's look at my normal.
Oh, it's the same as your normal. Your standard's 10. Oh, it up. I see it. It boosted
Yeah,
it.
change everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Change it all.
It automatically boosted it. Okay.
Mine's not, so that's really good.
So
Yeah,
this
I
guy
made
just
myself
needs to roll a perception check. See if he notices you.
Please don't notice the bug.
Doesn't seem to. The physician turns around and seems to be taking notes on a clipboard. Has completely ignored you.
Skitter, skitter.
You keep skittering towards the back of the room, and you see a Queen's physician sitting down, eating a loaf of bread and a bowl of gruel from the pot over here by the window.
So I'm gonna go over like kind of to these boxes and behind them,
Okay, yeah, you kind of skitter behind the boxes.
and then I'm gonna skitter under this table.
All right, I'll have to do another perception check, but you've got cover. So let's see. Oh yeah, this guy doesn't even seem to notice at all.
I'm just a little bug.
Just-
You're just part of the decor.
Can I get behind this pot, or is there no like space there?
There's
It's
space
too
behind
hot
it, yeah. Yeah, you can skitter on past it.
here.
And now there are 2 doors here to the north.
Yeah.
Oh, this door over here should be
Oops.
closed.
I'm gonna skitter to this door and try and get under it.
Yep. Yeah, you skitter under and find yourself in a stairwell.
I am in the stairs. Skitter up.
The mightiest adventure of a bug.
Up and up and
Skitter, 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 skitter.
Whatever's
I'm gonna have to
hearing.
change maps. 1 sec.
My like watch is gonna tell me my heart rate's too high. This is the worst.
Give me a sec. Where's? Do I have you guys on the map somewhere?
I'm not.
We're probably at the
Makes
lower
sense.
level. No,
Oh, I have.
yeah,
I think Majenko is here, and let me put. If let me grab you guys, bring you back to this map, and put you over here in the bushes, or in the. There we go. And just in case, let me go grab the front door maiden, and put her at the front door. Okay. All right. Oh, can I not see from Reagan's POV here? There we go.
I
Cool.
can't see.
You can't see?
Nope. I don't know
you
where
should be here.
it's black.
It's black.
Eh.
Let me try disappearing you and reappearing you. Did that work?
Nope.
What if I copy and paste you? Does that work?
There I am. Yeah, I'm in the stairs.
All right. So yeah, you can skitter over here,
Oop.
and if you skitter under the door, you see
This is more
two Grey
difficult.
Maidens there. I'll say that you're kind of like you're like just under the door frame. You can like look out and see the two Grey Maidens standing in front of the door.
They're gonna fucking step on me. Well, I'm gonna come out like this end of the door, and because there looks to be a rack of weapons,
Yep, there is indeed.
and I'm gonna skitter behind the rack of weapons.
All right.
This is so stressful.
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been? No, stop looking for me. I'm a little bug.
Our maidens are.
Just
Hey,
a
what
little
was
bug.
that?
It's a bug.
One of the maidens makes her way over towards the rack of weapons and
Just a
kind of
creature.
like moves one of the swords aside to look behind it. Oh, it's just a beetle. She comes back.
Just a beetle. That's right. I just want to eat. I smell delicious cheeses and foods that I want, and there's crumbs. Is she looking over here, or is she just like gone back to kind of what she's up to?
Yeah, she's gone back to the door, and the two Grey Maidens are now talking quietly.
But are they like looking at each other?
Yes, currently they're looking at each other.
Alright, I'm just gonna skitter over here.
Okay, you skitter behind. There's like a chest, like a footlocker there on the floor.
Are there any like holes in the wall versus like going through the door? The wall's pretty sturdy.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, let me perceive with my bug eyes. Where the heck? Oh, it's over here. A 17. So look for cracks.
Yeah, you look around with your bug eyes. You don't really see any good cracks to slip through.
Well, time to get stomped on. I try and skitter tight to the wall, and I will attempt to go
In between
under
them.
this
All right.
door behind
Go
her.
ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
I actually bumped my little bug body.
You just gotta tumble through their spaces.
A 20?
Oh, 20 is actually good enough. Yep, that is good enough.
Bug tumble.
You managed to slip through her space, and she... actually, does she notice? Let's see.
Yeah, she knows me. A little tumble bug. My little buggy corpse.
Oh, yeah. She
Ugh.
turns and, like, hey! And, like, tries to stomp on you, but you manage to
Ow!
just slip under her foot and duck in through the door.
Keep moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna skitter over to these beds.
You hear the door open, and she comes into the room. There's a Queen's Physician sitting here at the table.
Oh, they can come in here.
Would you mind? I'm busy. Sorry, sir, she says, and she'll just kind of come back in and close the door.
Right, he's busy. But, and I'm just gonna get her into these beds.
Skitter along the wall, underneath the patient beds. Every once in a while you hear a low kind of moan. And you skitter through the dark.
I'm hugging the wall. and try
Alright,
and
and you reach the door.
go
Okay,
under the
slip
door.
through the door, and there you are.
Oh my god.
In
Alright.
Dr. Davalos' office, it seems.
It does seem well. Dismissing a spell doesn't make a noise, does it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dismiss my
Alright.
stressful little bug form. God,
Oh, whoops,
and I'm
that
still
was the wrong
stressed
thing.
out.
It doesn't lessen the anxiety, so it just takes all of your anxiety and compresses it into bug.
Yeah.
Anxiety. Thank
Uh,
you for enduring that incredibly stressful adventure as a
Oh, I'm
bug.
still enduring more stress.
So what now?
We have been watching from the bushes and we're waiting for a window to open. So Regan, please pick your favorite window.
Actually, I do have a question from this side. Can I tell if the door has been locked without touching it? Like, is there? I guess you couldn't. You'd have to touch it.
Yeah, it'd be hard to tell without touching it.
Can
Actually, no. From this side, it's got a handle lock. Yeah, you can tell that it's locked. Like, it's got
Okay.
a thumb turn lock on the actual handle of the door.
Okay. So is this window is above a bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay. And
There are
it
a lot
is-
of books on that bookshelf.
There are a lot of books on that bookshelf. So my only job here was to open a window.
Yes,
Read
to
both of
create
you?
a path of ingress.
Is the window closed?
It is currently closed, yes.
What is my stealth? Ooh, my stealth is better as a bug. Okay.
Is it
Let-
locked? I don't know if you
Yeah,
can tell
is the
that.
window like latched closed?
It's got like a simple latch, yeah. And it's currently latched shut. It's not locked. Like, it would just take a simple hand flick to pop the latch off.
Can I reach up and do it, or is it too tall?
How tall's Regan normally?
That's a great question. She's not. I didn't make her short.
Okay, so like at least standard
like-
human height.
Yeah, normal person.
It
Average.
would be like a tiptoe reach. You'd probably need a stool to do it easily. There is a stool tucked under this table over here, to the north.
I'm
Like,
gonna
just like a little step stool.
Just because I didn't do this before, but I'm gonna quietly and subtly cast Tailwind because I did mean to do that earlier, but I didn't. So subtle cast, no one can hear that. Did I give it to?
Here, I'll give it to you. There you go.
Okay, thank you. And then
little
quietly
speed
gonna
boost.
try and take the stool, put the stool here, and quietly try
You
to unlatch it.
Unlatch and open the window.
Yep.
You can feel a nice fresh breeze come in.
And
I think that's our cue.
Yeah, from here, if you guys are looking up at the window, you do see it open.
Okay.
I'm gonna. If nobody is a veil outside, Majenko would probably fly up to me.
Okay. Where is Majenko? There it is. Sure. Majenko flies up
Scoot in.
and through the window.
My baby.
No.
And we pet cash again by doing this.
This is my turn at this stage to do infiltration.
Good luck.
I know. I would draw the hood of the Cloak of Illusions. And then, which makes me invisible. And then I would use the Boots of Fine Running to walk up the side of the building. And in my most graceful of fashions, make my way through that window and into the room.
There it is. Okay. So you move over and then try to make your way up. That's per day. One action. Allows you to run along vertical surfaces for a minute. Okay.
Can I actually do something in the meantime? I just realized.
Yes.
Can
sure.
I just move a few of these books quietly onto the floor so that he's not just knocking them over when he comes in?
Thank you, Regan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like to do
Realizing that
Yes.
entering the building from that window might knock a lot of books off of the shelf.
that. Yes.
You do take to the task of picking them up and like moving them off to the side.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a stealth check, I guess. Mr. Felix.
Here comes a blind stealth check.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of quietly run up the side of the building and manage to grab the edge of the windowsill there. It is a tight fit, so you'll have to squeeze through. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check if you're trying to go inside.
I would like to go inside, please. This is a bad place to be outside.
Do not Winnie the Pooh this.
All right, you are able to squeeze through.
Oof.
And you drop onto the floor. Invisibly.
With grace. I will drop my take my rope out, secure one end to myself, drop and quietly let the other end of the rope down the side of the building. I'm not dropping it to make a giant noise.
All right.
I will then brace myself against the bookshelves.
Yeah, it's bookshelves.
As I expect a sudden weight to appear.
Okay. Mayhem, you see a rope drop out of the window.
Yes. Starts to make his way towards it, trying to be stealthy, and will grab it, tug on it gently a couple of times before he starts slowly, but pulling his way up.
All right. Give me a stealth check then.
Yes. Secrets.
All right. You two managed to make your way quietly up, rappelling up the side of the building as Felix holds the rope. And then you need to make an acrobatics check to try and get inside.
All right. Blind or public? Doesn't matter.
Oh shit! Sorry, I should have had you roll an athletics check to actually do the
Yes.
climbing part. Right.
I was like gonna go with it, but yes, I'm
No,
happy.
I forgot that you don't have. Yes,
Yep,
Felix
I'm
got
happy
up there
with
because
this.
he had boots. Felix, you can aid this check with athletics if you wish.
I wish to aid this check. Tully is already naturally the one who's better at this, but everyone needs help.
Does not hurt to have an extra hand.
Okay, 23 is a success, so Tully, you'll get a +1.
All right. And blind?
You can roll public.
Could be worse, but 21.
21's good enough. You very carefully, deliberately, and most importantly, quietly climb your way up to the top. And then, yeah, now you need to do the acrobatics check to slip inside.
See how we do. Tight squeeze. 18.
18 is good enough. Felix, you pull. Tully, you pull your way inside as well and quietly drop onto the floor.
Okay.
You've made it inside.
Oh my god.
Oh, the fun is just beginning.
The rope is still dangling out of the window. I'm not sure what you want to do about it.
We pull the rope back up. We do not leave a
Okay.
rope dangling out the window. Coil it back up nicely. Like I lose
Pull
my
the
good
window
rope.
closed.
Pull the window closed.
All right.
Replace the books.
And talk quietly.
Was this the room we meant to be in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I will assume that you guys are whispering. You can
Yes.
talk at a normal volume just for the purposes of the podcast.
Just
We
lean
are
in and do some
whispering.
ASMR. Close and personal.
I actually want to kind of look at what he has on his desk.
I think a quick browsal of his notes is a good
Yeah.
idea before we move on.
Okay.
I will let you two do that, and I will stand by the door and keep an ear out just in case.
Let me see. Yeah, go ahead and give me a I guess a perception check, Regan. If you're I guess whoever's looking through the notes, yeah, I'll take perception checks.
Here is a. Should I do it blind?
Yeah, do it blind.
Yeah. I too would like to look around.
It is blind.
Yeah, so you may both look around.
Have a number.
Okay.
My evil and how I did it.
Yeah. Okay, so Regan, you immediately go towards his desk, and you can see that there are piles of papers here. And curiously, these notes are all about particular people's immunity to Bloodveil. And how he's noted a number of cases that are suspiciously resilient to the disease. And they have all been Varisians.
That's interesting.
And it looks like he's trying to figure out why this immunity is happening, and is documenting a bunch of different I guess avenues of investigation into people's blood types, into people's like magical auras and life auras and things like that, with the purpose of, it seems, finding a way around that.
Ooh. What a little shit.
All of his writings about this immunity seem to be from a place of dismay.
I knew it.
Meanwhile, Felix, while you're taking a look around, what catches your eye? Please tell me I already put this in here. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I'll have to make a new loot box for you. But you do find on the shelves beneath his like alchemical table here are a number of different concoctions.
Ooh.
Loot actor. Do that. Drop that down here, and then wait. Grab what you find. let's see. So there are some candles on here.
Like good candles or Hot Topic candles?
Just kind of standard, nice candles.
Okay.
There
The
is
doctor
a
has
flask.
taste.
Yeah, there's a flask, a flask labeled Elixir of True Life, as well as a minor Elixir of Life, and what looks like 3 lesser anti-plagues.
Me, the person, doesn't know this. Does me, the character, know what an elixir of true life is different from a regular old health potion?
Nope. Not offhand, I suppose.
Cool.
You would expect that it's a much stronger health potion.
Yeah. Those look like cool things. Plus, no one can find anti-plague in the city anymore.
Indeed. Let me confirm that was everything.
I left the candles. I don't need candles.
I had some thought for something else, but
And I guess I can be mean and take his candles.
they're
He
just
doesn't
normal
deserve
candles.
Well, now he has less.
I have more. I'm winning the candle game.
But yeah, each of those vials is labeled with like a piece of like tape, and like in very nice handwriting.
Does it look like the alchemical set that I see before me may have been used to make these things? They're red. It's glowing red. Like, Felix can add very basic sums together.
Possibly, yes. At least maybe some of these were made here.
Okay.
Yeah, unclear exactly. But it is a proper alchemical lab. You could make alchemicals in this space.
Cool.
Stay here all night making more anti-plague.
Yeah, that's what he finds us doing in the morning. Regan, if you have any other snooping you wish to do.
Is there anything in the notes or maybe any books about, just on the outside, not like a deep dive into the books, about like what Blood Veil is?
Not at a glance, no. As you kind of like rifle through things, there's all of his notes seem to be trying to address this weakness of Blood Veil, as he calls it. But nothing that really describes, aside from like there's some notes on symptoms on various patients, but it's all stuff you've already seen, like just descriptive things about Blood Veil, but nothing new. The books on the walls all appear to be about human anatomy, various books on diseases and poisons, and yeah, just general kind of medical texts that you might expect to find.
Do I think anything that he's written about the weakness of Blood Veil would be proof for anything? Any like this guy's up to no good and somebody I trust would believe me if I gave them these?
I guess that's up to you to decide.
Like, does he
It
actively?
is a bit. It's a bit technical the way he's
Ah,
described things here. Like, you can understand it because you've got some training in medicine, but you wouldn't expect anyone who's not trained in medicine to really understand what he's doing.
I see.
Do we have any doctors on our side?
But let me go ahead and give you. This should be. I should have made an item of this.
Bag of notes.
A sack of notes.
Yeah, if you want, I put it in this
Okay.
chest here, but oops, I made it as a container. One sec. wrong item type.
A container of a.
Dr. Dotavos's blood veil notes. And can I quickly grab an icon because I'm silly like that? Commodities. Where do they put the scrolls? I always have to find the scrolls. I'm just gonna use this feather. Quill. All right.
Quill notes.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
take
you
'cause I
can
do wanna
grab
look.
like the most relevant looking sheets if you wish, and
Yes.
pull them into a stack.
If not just to read in my spare time for fun, if I get out of here.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting detail there, but it would take some time to like study it to figure out exactly what's going on.
Come
But yeah,
over
at a glance, it looks like it's mostly concerned with this immunity to blood veil.
Felix is super invisible still. I was gonna come over here anyway.
All right. What do you guys do?
Well, our next goal is to get to the stairwell at the other end of this floor. So to do that, we have got to get past.
One doctor, at least 2 gray maidens who are guarding a door.
So
There's-
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Is there anything of interest on this table? Just while I'm here.
On the table is an anatomy skeleton, or one of those. It's not a skeleton. It's one of those kind of anatomy dolls. That's got like the segments of human body that you can kind of pull out, with a number of flags placed at various points. That it almost looks like a war map. But yeah, it just appears to be like a reference model of the human body.
Yeah, so I'll tell you right now, once that door opens, of which it's been locked, there is a physician out there, and I am not sure how you want to handle that. Because if we make any noise, I think the 2 great maidens will also come in.
So I have an idea, and you can tell me if you have a better idea.
Okay.
And that I have the scroll of sleep. And my thought was, since I am still invisible, to crack the door open very quietly and cast this on that physician. If they do turn to look, they're not going to see anyone. I hope they don't turn to look at the exact
I
moment the spell goes off, but with any luck, they will fall asleep.
That's frankly better than.
It is also incapacitation.
Oh, damn it. Stupid spell.
Which means the best case scenario is that they are unconscious for a minute. I mean, unless they're level 0.
Time to look at our cool.
So I did have a second idea. It's just much less stealthy.
Mhm.
In that I again enter the room and reach them and cast silence on them. At that point, they are an enemy who can't make noise that we need to dispatch.
True.
And we're sort of good at dispatching enemies. We can take care of that problem.
But we will make noise.
We will make noise, unfortunately. So we are Breaking Bad at that point.
That's not great.
Okay, so I think at this point, if that was just a regular invisibility, your invisibility probably breaks. This is only 10 minutes, right?
I'm checking. It's a spell effect attached to an item.
Yeah, just standard invisibility is 10 minutes, yep.
Correct. It is standard invisibility. It lasted 10 minutes.
So yeah, as you guys are whispering this to each other, the invisibility fades.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm just looking through my stuff. Considering. I can attempt to charm him. I did put one in my 3rd rank. I don't know how charming I will be.
No, we could totally work with this.
It is incapacitation, but I did put it in my highest slot possible.
I think
I
Tully
can
hasn't
join.
said anything in a bit, but I just want to make sure he's not muted.
No, I'm letting them figure things out because right now I can go invisible and I can beat things up. So, and I can only go invisible for a very brief period.
Strangle.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So Regan, I do think we can make this work, and that I can lie even if you can't,
Thank God someone can.
and we can emerge from this room, and our goal is to convince the doctor, the physician on the other side, that we were just working late on mad science. Gosh, trying to find a cure. And we were, and we're going downstairs to grab a bite to eat. I can lie and you can charm, and between the two, hopefully we make it out of this moment alive.
Yes, if it works, the attitude will be friendly, which seems better than suspicious. If it doesn't work, oops. I guess we gotta do something worse.
Well, and like we have tools to help solve the problem if it doesn't go well, because like I have distracting flattery. So if I see that our words don't work, we have a little bit of a chance of saving ourselves. And if it all does go to hell, we are back where we started at, fighting our way through this place. So it seems like a good idea.
I just hope these aren't very willful saves. They're just average at will saves. That's my only plan. If anyone thinks it's a bad plan,
I'm going to drink this potion
speak a
as soon as you
different
open the
plan.
door. So
Is there, like, to ask Regan, is there anything we can do to improve the odds of that?
Of charm?
Yeah.
I've put it in my highest slot. I don't know if it...
don't be in combat, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't attempt to fight. It's a gamble. I'm gambling with this. I don't really have anything else other than we can all go super invisible, but then a door is going to open and there are 2 guards that we have to get past where the doors will open into those guards. So our best chance is probably finding a way to just walk through.
That's why I think that the idea of like communicating with this person and getting them to believe that we were just working here late into the night is a good idea.
Mm-hmm. any other suggestions, I'm very open to.
I really have nothing else. So, I'm following your all lead.
Okie
Do you think you
dokie.
can?
Yeah, stay in here and prepare to like come out invisibly once you hear the conversation go well, or come out swinging if it doesn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna subtly charm this guy, or he's gonna fucking know I charmed him and get real mad.
Yeah, I will lead the conversation, and you can do things in the background.
Walk out with full confidence that we are meant to have been in this room.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, like you project confidence. You are supposed to be here.
You go, Felix. You're supposed to be here.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here is we'll have this be initiative, but you could choose which of the social skills or stealth you're using. For Felix, it's gonna have to be a social skill for initiative. I assume for Tully, it's stealth.
Yes.
He's hiding. And then Regan, probably... I guess if you're just trying to cast a spell, it can be Arcana if you want.
Give him
So
my
that's
old
your goal.
Arcana. I have never used Arcana for an initiative in my life.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If you're gonna get the one out of your system, there's the time.
All right. And I'll roll for the...
Is that a 1? I can't see my own roll.
oh, yeah, why? Yeah, I can't see your roll either.
It's a 15.
But I assume it's a 1 if
There
I've
it
been
is.
told it's a 1.
Yes, it was a natural 1 for 15.
Get it out of my system.
Strange. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing up on certain things. But yes, okay, so you open the door.
Yep, we walk out like we belong here. At least I do.
All right. Well, you are first on initiative, so yeah, you start walking.
Move.
How did I become encumbered by walking through a door?
You might have already been encumbered from just carrying too much stuff. Yeah, you're just
Oh.
carrying too much stuff.
One moment. I don't know why that suddenly applied the moment I walked through a door.
Also, can
I
my
think it-
position have been behind him? And not like
yes.
Because I wasn't
Yeah.
hiding, yeah.
Yeah, if you just wanted to be right behind him.
Okay, I fixed it. It was because I put the loot that I just got into the wrong place.
Okay.
It should have been in a
Okay.
container.
So yeah, you open the door and stride into the room. The physician hasn't immediately noticed you.
I just keep walking like I belong here. Give a little wave as I pass.
They wave to each other.
He kind of looks up and expresses some slight confusion. But yeah, you can keep moving if you wish, or however far you want to go.
I think I have moved my speed. I'm not counting.
25. This is 25. Another 25 would be to here. And then you technically have a third action if you want. You've basically gotten all the way across the room.
I want to get to the door, but
Yeah. You can use your third action to continue walking to the door.
I don't want to pop the door quite yet.
Yeah, that would be another action anyway, which you don't have.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just walk up to the door.
I
Okay,
just
so you
like I belong here.
All right, casually stride across the room. Tully.
I did not hear a conversation, so I don't know if it's going well or not. So I'm going to delay until after Regan.
All right. The physician puts his things down and he kind of like looks back at the others at the doorway because he
Just
sees
me.
a shadow there. He kind of stands up. What's going on? I thought you guys left. Regan?
I cannot fucking lie. So, very subtly. Oh my god. I'm actually. Can I use the card that makes it better? The spell?
Yes, you can. In fact, use the Hidden Truth if you wish.
Make my charm better, please.
Good
Oh my
call.
god. Try.
Good call.
It costs a hero point,
Yeah, take it from me. I don't care.
and off the Hidden Truth goes, but you boost the rank of the spell by 1.
Wee woo, wee woo. It's a will save.
Okay, so you're casting
Actually,
it
don't know
at
if it,
3rd
like,
rank.
helps me cast this actually, but
Oh, what was that?
I actually don't know if this helps me at all cast this.
It does.
Okay. That's good.
Because this will make it a rank 4 spell instead of a rank 3 spell.
Okay.
Um,
Which means
I guess it increases the duration for 1, and
Yeah.
2, it makes it so that he has to be a higher level. He needs to be like level 8 to. It's either 7 or 8 that he'd need to be to dodge the incapacitation effect.
Yeah. So much better.
So I subtly
Okay, so he just needs to do a will save against that.
make him feel like we are great friends.
That is a failure. 21
Yes!
was DC 22.
I almost had a heart attack. I thought my DC's 20, and I was like, son of a bitch. Yes! Oh,
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
that's my whole turn, by the way, is subtly doing it and
Okay.
spell.
Charm actually has the subtle trait.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, so you
Yeah.
actually have one more action.
You can. I was just like, just come into the room and
I'm just gonna come in.
Though I think at this point I might end the encounter because he is charmed for
Next,
yeah.
I might make
He's friendly
my daily-
towards you. If it becomes sorry, yes. Yeah, he's friendly towards you, can't use hostile actions against you, and it lasts until the next time you make your daily preparations.
He's our friend.
hi, friend.
So hearing it sounds like it's going okay.
Sorry, we were just working late.
We will go invisible.
Did we startle you?
Alright. Oh, yes, I must not have noticed. I was working. Dr. Davlos wanted me to get this report done by the morning.
Oh, sorry. I know the work
Yeah.
here is difficult. We too were working late trying to complete our alchemical work in the lab.
Makes sense. Well, I mustn't let this distract me. And he turns to, sits back down at his desk and starts mixing some more of some kind of alchemical ingredient. The patient here on this table kind of writhes suddenly. His body jerks and convulses.
Oof.
And the physician gets up and pulls a syringe of some kind out and injects it into the patient's neck.
Do you need any help? I will come here and pull his attention.
If you could hold him still.
Of course.
And you hold the Verusian man still as the injection goes through. The patient seems to calm down. Thank you. Sorry, you can get back to your work. I must get back to mine.
Of course.
And he makes his way around to sit back at his desk. Meanwhile, Tully has invisibly slipped over towards the doorway.
It's like I hope he's following.
You can only assume, but
Yeah. Well, I guess it's
Yeah.
break food time. I don't know. I'm not gonna be talking, by the way.
No.
to anybody.
This one's on me for the next one. In that I'm going to like quietly knock in the way that you do when you know someone's at the other side of the door and you don't wish to hit them with it, and then open the door.
Yeah,
start pushing these,
the Grey Maiden, when you knock, the Grey Maidens will actually open the door and step to the side.
Thank you. We'll head on through to the stairwell.
and on their heels.
I didn't realize there's another door over here.
Yes, unseen to
Probably
you
fine.
before, there does appear to be another door in the north, to the left of the stairwell. You can see some kind of like lever beside the door, as well as what looks like maybe a pulley contraption with a like rope that goes through the floor.
Is that an elevator?
There are no elevators. Is that an incorrect assumption from a different system?
That is an incorrect assumption. This does appear to be an elevator. It's like a lift. It's just kind of a pulley lift with maybe clockwork. It's not super common, but they exist.
Right? Do we take the elevator?
Can we take the elevator, or are they?
Yeah. Are we allowed to take the elevator?
I'm not saying anything. Sorry,
I'm leaving it up. I'm actually gonna leave it up to you, beautiful Felix.
You monster.
You are doing great. And you think that there wouldn't be another?
Once you get out of the doorway, the Grey Maidens will close the door behind you.
I'm sorry. I'm the person who's trying to make a decision here.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I had to be a bug.
You had your bug problem. I have elevator paralysis.
The two Grey Maidens are looking at you as the two of you are standing there.
I had to. We go down the stairs. We go down the stairs. We stick to the plan. Stick
Okay.
that we. That
You
we
know,
made.
we're going to get a snack. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
And when we're done with our snack, maybe we'll come back up.
Okay, you open the door to the stairwell. You let Tully slip through, you hope. Close the door behind you. And make your way down the stairs. And I'll have to warp you back to the other map.
Did you want to continue? Oh, you can't. You can't dismiss when you have a potion.
I don't think so. No.
No, I think Tully is invisible for duration.
Oh my God, who's this?
I mean, I'm okay with
That
being
works.
invisible for duration for now, because
Okay.
I'd like to take a moment to say, there was an elevator. What the fuck?
There's an elevator. What the fuck?
I didn't see it when I crawled up here.
I don't know how to work elevators.
I don't either.
That was why I'm glad we went down the stairs. But
I was just sorely tempted.
I'm genuinely hoping that that isn't the only way to the basement. Because why?
I know. Let's keep going.
We're doing so well.
I know.
God.
Okay, you reach the bottom of the stairwell. There's another door there.
There is. Well, this just goes out into the normal area. The
right,
Yeah.
we're
normal
supposed to
area.
avoid that, but I don't know
Um,
if we are going to be able to do that unless we.
So, like, the problem is to take a moment to talk for a second. This has disrupted our plan a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys
Beca-
you can discuss in the stairwell if you want.
we should have had. I don't know where Tully is. I assume he's with us now as he's talking.
I'm in
We
the
should have
corner.
had you go over to that door while we talked to the maidens.
That would have been a good plan.
But then someone would have had to pull the lever. It would have been a weird.
I was
Yeah.
going to say I don't know how the elevator works, so
No, the
Yeah,
thing
but
I wanted to point out is that our assumption was that there were 2 stairwells side by side,
yes.
and
Yeah.
that we could go through the adjoining wall to enter the stairwell into the basement. And the elevator has screwed over that particular idea.
Yes, I now don't believe that's true.
And just to be clear, we would know what elevators are. It's not like a completely foreign concept to us. Okay.
Yeah. You would be aware, like, they wouldn't often be called elevators per se. Like, it's probably like a storage lift into, like, a big
Yeah.
warehouse like this. If they've got an upper floor, they need like a way to lift stuff up to the, up to any storage in the upper tier.
Then, if we're possibly there could be an opening into the passageway, the corridor that the lift goes up and down, and then we could climb our way down.
That would be the best hope.
Yeah, it could just be another room that has a lift stop in it.
Yeah, and like
That could work though. We can figure out how to make it work.
Or maybe a storage room, and that's like, oh yeah, we were just in here for this box.
I don't know how to get. Do we want to try the door knob thing over here on this wall, or just go out and walk around?
let's try it because like the 2 failure conditions are that it doesn't open, and then we know, or it opens into a chasm.
Sorry, do you see a door on this wall?
No.
No,
No,
Oh,
our
okay,
knocker.
sorry.
remember. think back-
Use the door knocker. I see. You
Yeah.
you are still in a like you're not
Right,
flush.
so
with the
it
floor,
would be
but yeah.
somewhat up. The question is whether it would be, we think it would be
Oh, I
high
see,
enough that it would be hitting like the ceiling, or if there'd be still a doorway opening we could get in here. Because we
Right,
can make
yeah.
like little like half doors, possibly.
or
Could be up on the-
sideways or whatever, but like the goal, like we would now conceptually be entering an elevator shaft, a lift shaft.
Possibly, depending on the.
So my issue is that the way the room was set up, it's like
there's a corridor.
stairwell here, then a corridor, then the lift. So we might be opening into the corridor, which would look really fucking weird.
But there was a doorway that was blocking people from getting in. So as long as there's nobody on the interior of that room, we would actually better off getting into that room if that room has an entrance to the lift versus trying to do it upstairs where there were Grey Maidens.
That is fair.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's empty. If
Yeah,
it's
I
not,
understand now.
but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I think we still wish to use our door knocker.
Not here though. Where are we using the door knocker?
I think here.
That's
That would be
Isn't
where.
that like where like adjacent to the floor where the Grey Maidens are though?
We're kind of down below it,
You're
but
kind
I
of
don't know
down
how-
below it, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're about a floor. It's like 2 floors. Like the floor you were just on was like the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
There's kind of the 2nd floor is like the tier where the rafters were that the Grey Maidens were walking around in the warehouse.
Okay.
And then the 1st floor is the actual ground floor. There is no real like walking or there's no rooms or anything on the 2nd floor. It's just kind of like a 1st floor, 3rd floor kind of situation.
So
Okay.
we would come out high enough up that we might be at like the 2nd floor, but there's no floor. We just drop down onto whatever's there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
would
just
expect
making
it to be a
sure
tall room.
that it wasn't like we were gonna be poking our heads out and the 2 Grey Maidens would just like lean around the corner and be like, "What is that?"
that would be hilarious, but no, I don't think that is the moment we are setting ourselves up for.
That's what I was making sure we
Goal,
weren't
at
doing.
least. If that happens, we'll deal. But that's not our
Okay.
goal.
Try our best.
I think that I'm in agreement with Will. This is the wall we would want to put the insistent door knocker on.
Should we have Tully do it because he's invisible, and then it's just like you see a weird door and then nothing and then no weird door again?
Sure.
Put the knocker
In
down,
case-
and I'll pick it up, and then we can do this.
Yeah. Put it
Okay.
in the knocker. You try and hand it, just fall.
I was gonna say like I'm holding my hand out, but I don't think you can actually
Yeah.
find it. So don't
Lay
worry.
it
About
on the ground.
I am finding it in my inventory. 1 second. There it is.
I can't wait for the knocker to be absolutely useless.
I create a new pile.
Maybe. It may be.
I love. We're gonna use this one day for something great. I can
This-
tell.
what's that?
I really hope this works. This was a really cool idea you had. This I was surprised.
I thought it was
to
a
find
cool
this.
item, yeah.
Okay, so you 2 actions, command and interact. So you are like speaking a vocal command to trigger it.
Apparently,
Um,
it's
Knock knock.
knock
Oh,
knock.
I should have just.
Yeah.
I should have done it, and then Tully can open it.
Well, I don't think you can do a
Oh, I
subtle.
can't
yeah, subtle. It's not a spell, so
I
yeah,
see.
you can't subtlify it. It's a command word on the knocker itself.
All right,
Um,
knock.
I guess it is knock knock. Yeah, you place the door knocker against the wall, floor, or ceiling. The door knocker fuses in place and creates a usable door within the surface. Any creature can move through the door normally, as if the door had always been there. The door can penetrate up to 1 foot of material, so thick materials such as heavy stone walls can cause the spell to fail, expending its use for the day. A thin layer of metal also causes it to fail. You can use the interact action to release the door knocker from the surface and return the surface to its previous shape. But it is on one side of the wall. So, okay.
Yeah.
Am I capable of...
Somebody might see this if they walk into the stairwell after we use it, but
Oops.
I want my door knocker back.
They would see an outline for a door that doesn't make sense.
I mean, there's the door knocker is on this side in here
Yeah.
too. So
Yes. I do believe it's also possible to remove the door knocker, but let's not.
You have
get
to be. If you remove it from the side, the door disappears.
Yeah. Okay. You
Weird
attach
door.
it. You say knock knock. Tap it, and a door appears in the wall.
Ooh.
and we will carefully open the door.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God,
gosh,
it's
that
so
noise.
loud.
It creaks
Everyone
open.
hears this.
And yes, you are like 10 feet off the ground, but you can see down below there is another pair of doors, looks similar to the doors you saw upstairs, and a very similar lever, and you see the other part of the elevator mechanism up on the wall there.
So when that door opened, was it actually that loud? And if it was that loud, did there hear any reaction to that loud noise?
No, I just thought it would be very funny if I set it to the most creaky doors.
Thank you
I don't
for
know if
scaring.
that came. I don't know if that came through on the stream, but in Foundry, I set it to a creaky door.
Okay, so Tully will then carefully climb out the window and drop down onto the floor.
I guess athletics check if you're because it is 10 feet.
Yeah, he'll kind of. I mean, he'll shimmy down to some degree, but yeah, we can roll athletics for that. 26.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you drop down and then, or like dangle down and then drop just the 5 feet, and you're good. You're on the ground. You can see there's a door there to the south.
I think we're okay.
I will go next and make my way through our Eritez door and into the room. Here's your athletics check.
Ooh.
Yeah, 29. Perfectly good. You dangle down and drop. That leaves Regan.
Here I come. Goodbye, beautiful door knocker. I'll miss
Tully
you.
would offer to aid here, but I don't think it's going to.
Well,
so.
I have at least a land on your feet. When you fall, you only take half the normal damage and don't land prone.
Oh.
And I also technically have this ring, which is a wand of gentle landing. But, so what it would be, what's half damage of
5.
falling to feet? 5?
Oh,
3.
yeah. Sorry, it'd be 5 damage, so yeah, half of that would be 3.
Yeah.
So you might as well
It's like-
attempt the athletics check just to see.
Yeah, I'll just attempt it. Why not? It's whatever it rolls on the dice is what I get. A 4. I fall out the window
Yeah, you try to kind of fall carefully, but you do fall a little hard on your feet, and you take 3 damage.
But I'm not prone.
You're not prone.
Alright, well, we're with the lift now.
Close the door
And-
behind you.
Oh, it's 10 feet
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. No one's gonna know that we use a knocker.
They're going to.
Well, the knocker is still... So the little door is still open, and it's got the knocker on it, right?
So it's just a door knocker. Whacker.
Not much we can do about it from down here.
Goodbye, knocker.
Can I try to figure out how this lift works?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like the way it works is that there is a lever. The lever is used to summon the lift, or like get it to change floors to your floor. It looks like it's currently on your floor, so if you just open the door, it should be there.
Okay, that's convenient.
And this lever here only pulls it, like sends it to your floor. You imagine that there's a lever inside that changes the floor of the elevator to a different floor.
My door knocker.
I just had to put it down.
I think. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Sorry. I'm pulling the light out, but I didn't mean for it to be on quite yet. Sorry. Anyway.
I was gonna say, or point at the door and say lock.
That door?
This
This door.
Ah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna lock this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just come up here. and
Using the lock spell? Wait, who has the lock spell?
I have the lock spell.
That's why I pointed at Regan.
Where the hecky is it? It's in a wand.
I assume that this lift is gonna make some noise. So, yeah.
Maybe it's not weird that someone's using it, but it's a good idea to lock it.
Okay.
Quietly try and lock this door.
Yeah, it's touch, so you walk over
There.
to it, put a hand on the door, and it locks magically.
I really do wish we could do something about the door we made, but
Does somebody have mage hand?
Oh yeah. let
I
me
have telekinetic
Can you
hand.
close that door?
telekinetic hand that door is shut.
Like,
I
don't
thank
think
you for
we can
saying
knock it
something.
Back, but we can at least close the door, so
Yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, there must be something I can do, and I have telekinetic hand too.
Telekinetic
Okay,
hand that
yeah,
thing closed, please.
If you've got telekinetic hand, you could remove the door knocker and close it.
oh, even better.
Yes. The knocker.
We get it back.
Hello, my
Feel free
baby.
to take it back.
Here you go,
That thing is
Felix.
heavy. That is a full bulk for
Yes,
that.
it is. That is not a
Great
tiny.
knocker.
Welcome to why I had to reorganize my inventory to have this damn thing around.
Wait. All right. Am I still invisible? Do you think it's been 10 minutes?
Ooh, yeah, it's been 10 minutes now. You invisible is done.
Okay.
Back. And so beautiful in your armor.
And now, because I can't see in the darkness, I will pull out the Everlight crystal.
All right, and
Let's
crystal
go
will
in.
shine 'em.
Let's head into the elevator lift.
We have to pull. Oh, it's in here.
It seemed to be at this floor, so I'm guessing this lever seems to be, well, first let me close this behind me,
So like an up
and
down.
we'll pull the lever. Kronk?
So the lever, you can give me a perception check, I guess.
Oh, that's probably
Figure out how the
better.
lever works.
Let's look at this stuff first.
Oh,
Question marks.
oh, you seem
Oh, that
very
should have been hidden.
perceptive.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what? There it is. Why is the chat not scrolling? Scroll.
It seems to have a problem with multiple rolls happening at the same time with how it loads.
Maybe? Yeah.
I don't even
know.
see multiple rolls half the time.
Yeah, Chrome's being weird. Or maybe Foundry's just being weird tonight.
I think that's Foundry, I think. Some-
Okay. I guess it's Felix who was looking it over. Yeah, looks like this this lever has basically ground floor is like vertical, and you kind of pull it like 45 degrees forward, and that goes to the upper floor.
But no setting for basement?
No, doesn't seem like it.
So, wait. One direction goes one way, and the other direction just goes the other way, and that's it? If I... So, and I'm just trying to make sure I understand. Just pulling it back, that would bring it down to the ground floor, doesn't do anything?
Yeah, it's currently in the ground floor setting.
Sure.
So you can either set it to ground floor, or you can... There's like a squeezy trigger. So you just like squeeze the trigger and then pull it to the next position, and that would go to that floor. And so there only seems to be 2 floors here.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense because they don't want people to know there's a basement.
Which is why I'm wondering if I just kind of can push it past where it was. Is there a point at which it seems to click into place elsewhere beyond those 2
Yeah,
floors?
you squeeze it and try to push it forward, but it doesn't move. Felix, you notice though there's something interesting about the lever. There's a slot on the top of it.
Huh. Like it would accept some kind of mechanism to unlock it?
Yeah.
Like a key?
Yeah.
Like a key we found before.
I'm not sure what keys you've got.
Oh. I thought it was just a really old key.
That was a bronze key that opened the lockbox to...
Oh, okay.
No, but I actually... I have a special key. A thieves' key. Which is designed to help me pick... It's basically a skeleton key designed to help me pick special kinds of locks that I run into in the world. Can I try to pick what I perceive as a lock?
Yes, you can.
I do also have my infiltrator thieves kit on me. So
I
like,
see.
You
like,
can
key
use the
shaped dagger is
knocker
worth
for
trying first.
+1.
There were multiple things said at once.
Sorry.
we were just elated over the fact that we have the knocker back.
I love the knocker.
But Tully, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm assuming my key-shaped dagger isn't worth trying first?
It looks entirely too large for the
That's
hole. Like, it's not even, like, really the size of a normal keyhole.
Okay, so
It's just like
small
a
little-
thin, like, 1-inch sliver. That looks
Okay.
like something that can slip into and insert. But you can, using the sneaky key and thieves' tools, you can try to pick this mechanism.
I
So
am
that'll be thievery.
I am trying to prepare a thievery with, I think it's 2+1 bonuses. One from the thieves kit, one from the sneaky key.
I think they're the same. Oh no, sneaky key is a +1 status bonus, and the thieves toolkit is a +1 item bonus. So yeah, it'll be +2.
There's an effect on the sneaky key that if you put that on you, you can apply it when you roll your thievery.
Oh yeah, here, I'll put it on you.
Oh, thank you. That actually did just add it. Sometimes this game works. So there is my item bonus, and here is a blind roll.
Okay, with some like you kind of press the key against it. I'm gonna say the sneaky key like kind of melts, and it's pinned to the armor sleeve. Oh, it's a talisman. I see. It gets used up as part of this. Okay. Right. So yeah, the sneaky key will fade as it enhances your lockpicking ability. There we go.
It's good that I have 5 of them.
Yep. And maneuvering the picks around, You do find the mechanism. You kind of twist it, kind of lock it into place. You do lose a pick because you're going to need to leave the pick in there. But now it seems like as long as the pick's in there, you can adjust the... it looks like you can now push the lever back.
Well, after scaring me thoroughly that we had got ourselves trapped in an elevator with no success, let's head to the basement.
Okay.
Let's scare ourselves more with how terrifying the basement is. Woo!
Let's find out what kind of hell we're getting ourselves into, in fact.
Yeah.
And we activate the lift.
Okay, you pull the trigger, push the lever forward. You hear the door mechanism lock, and then the loud grinding of gears as the pulley turns, and you start moving downward. Downward, downward, downward. You're not sure exactly how far you've gone. It's maybe a minute passes.
Oh my god.
But
Oh dear.
eventually
Oh, that's a map.
That's a map.
it stops. You hear the door on this floor unlock as gears stop moving, and
I guess we should leave the elevator.
you all
Yeah.
look at each other.
Back we go. Up to
Yeah,
the top.
like let's see how this goes.
Oh, good.
Okay. You open the door to reveal a stone chamber with interesting diagrams, or not diagrams, art painted onto the floors and ceiling and walls. White paint depicting skeletons dancing through fields of corpses. And in particular, you see ahead of you a pair of large wooden doors. In front of them is a pair of skeletons, each wielding massive scythes, crossed in front of each other, over what appears to be a depiction of Castle Corvosa, the great pyramid in the center of the city with the castle on top, with just scores of dead piled up at its base. And that, I believe, is the end of our session for tonight.
Oh, the happy music is really jarring.
Best way to end.
Yay! You found the secret basement. Congratulations.
God, that was hard.
Well done. That went a lot better than I expected.
I didn't know an elevator. I thought we had this cool idea with the stairs. And we were
Like,
getting
we-
in the room.
We actually wrote a plan down, and we have been executing that plan.
It was
Honestly,
perfect.
It went pretty close to how we planned so far. Our escape route is completely fucked now, but you know.
I mean, some of us is
That's right. You have another cast of pest form. That's your way out.
I have so much invisibility in pest form, you don't even understand. I was so
Well,
ready. I'm not
I
ready to
guess
fight.
next week we'll find out what happens as our heroes delve beneath the warehouse of the Blessed Maiden. What could this place be? Who could be here? Tune in next week to find out. Ooh. Good night, everybody. See ya.
I hate this.